Hey, y'all, we are back. American Dream Radio is in the building. It's Monday, 12 o'clock. I told y'all this was gonna happen like this. To the right of me, as always, man. Maybe your left. I don't know how y'all looking at this just yet. Cool-ass Trev is in the building. Shout out to you, Trev. What's going on, brother?
What's good, y'all?
Yeah, behind me, man, Mr. Life of Your Party, man. Another good weekend vibing out. Mr. DJ Fly Ty. Mr. Life of Your Party in the building. Ty, what's good, baby?
Yeah, what's good? I'm happy to be in the building. You know, it's Monday. We get the week started off right, you know?
Yeah, wake everybody up a little bit, man. I appreciate you
getting
us going early, man. Getting us going early.
Yeah.
But like I said to everybody, man, I told y'all we was gonna keep this party going. I promised everybody, I said, listen, we ain't just gonna do this for the rappers. We gotta do something special, because there's a lot of people out here that's like, yo, you do a sports show.
Right.
How you got rappers up there? I said, listen, I got y'all. I got somebody special I've been working on, and me and this man been going back and forth for a while, so I want to make sure I set this up properly, man. I think the name says it all, so I don't want to give away the name just yet. But this gentleman here made it all the way, as far as I'm concerned, from the hood all the way to the top of this mountain of basketball. You really can't put a description on him, because he broke all of the molds and he broke everything that came along with the mold. I was excited to get him on the phone. I've been excited to just do my research on him. I was excited to pass his information on to you, Trev, and say, yo, we got something here, and this flavor gonna keep going on. But yeah, without further ado, man, I'll make sure we get this right. Mr. Corey Williams, AKA Homicide, New York City basketball legend in the building. Y'all, what's going on, Cole? Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming, man.
Thank you for coming.
Having me on your platform. This is an amazing thing you guys have going on. I'm just happy to be here to be a part of it.
Yeah, we're definitely happy to have you, especially a Bronx resident.
Yeah, we done Brooklyn this man to death over here to the right. Travis from
Brooklyn.
uptown, so we've been. Me and Taj from Brooklyn, so all week we've been hitting him with all the Brooklyn artists and all that. And he said, yo, you gotta give me somebody from the Bronx. So I said, listen, man, I know this one gentleman, I think he's from about 174th, Grand Concourse, that area over there.
173rd.
173rd, so I won't mess that up. Yeah.
I know exactly where you talk about. I know that area.
Yeah. So shout out to this whole BX thing and this whole thing we got going on this BX. But like I said, man, Homicide, man, I'm not going to address you as Corey, because I feel like that's disrespectful to your legacy at this point. So I want everybody to know this is Corey Williams, but today we going to call him by his real street ball name. We're going to get into why I call him that and everything. But Mr. Homicide's in the building, man. Thank you so much, man. Let's just get this thing right and get right into a few things that we got going on. We always do a few different segments here on American Dream Radio, man, and we do something called the rundown. So before we even get the day going, we gotta sort of talk about what we got going on. Now, because you're here, and I promised everybody we're gonna talk to you more than anything, we're gonna cut our rundown real short today. We're gonna play with a little NBA for a quick second, talk about that draft and the trade happened, I think, or about to happen. We're gonna play with this whole Bill Maher thing. I seen him sort of slide back in the media a little bit. I told you I want to touch on that a little bit. I ain't like how Bill Maher did that, so I'm gonna poke at him a little bit again today. Like I said, man, we got this Floyd Mayweather thing about to happen. I want to know your opinion. I know we talking basketball, but I want to know how you feel about Floyd and McGregor and that whole spectacle of thing we got going on right there. So I'm gonna pick your brain about that a little bit, but outside of anything else I could slide in there, but outside of that, we want to get into your journey, man. I got a bunch of kids that we coach and I work with, and they always feel like this journey is just like, what, I'm gonna go to the NBA, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and go. So I feel like it's necessary to maybe get into somebody's story who really came from the hood, who really came from the real hood and was able to get to the highest level of basketball. And you know, some people like LeBron James might not be accessible to some of these young men. So something like this on American Dream Radio, when we can have someone like you, Mr. Williams, on here to really put this all together for us, I think it'll be a dope little thing to talk about tonight.
This is very important what's about to happen in the next 2 hours.
Okay.
So you know.
Okay.
All right, so.
So this is exclusive. Oh man.
I feel like it's important, man. I really, honestly, this is real, and I'm looking to the camera and I say, I got so many different questions to ask you, from everything going on 155th to what you're doing this summer to where was you playing at this season, and just, we're gonna go through it all, man. But like I said, before we do anything, Ty, it's Monday. I gotta get you to wake everybody up, everybody here sleeping a little bit. I need you to give me like 5 minutes or something. I don't know what you got with this, but it don't even matter. Give me something for 5 minutes. We're gonna come back, we're gonna get in the call, we're gonna get into our rundown, we're gonna get in our whole day and start this whole thing off right, man. American Dream Radio, DJ Fly Ty, give us something, baby. Yeah, for Father's Day. Since we here, let's talk about it, man.
Socks are cool, son. You need socks.
I got them on right now, man. I'm dancing. You know what, the camera can't see, so it don't even matter. But brother Corey, man, how you doing, man? Talk about your Father's Day for a second, man. I know I'm hearing some rumors that you might be a daddy, and now I won't put too much. I won't put too much out there, you know, unless you want to put it out there.
Simply those of Khalil.
Listen, man, I'm just telling you what I heard.
He gonna say I heard you was a
I'm surfing
daddy.
the net every day. I'm hearing brothers as fathers, so you know, I just want to know, man. You know.
I have my daughter Isabella.
Okay, that's
She lives in
beautiful.
Denver, Colorado. I used to live there.
Shout out to Denver.
And she's an amazing child. I couldn't ask for anything better. She plays basketball. She plays
Yeah.
volleyball. She's a great student. She does the right thing, and I'm thankful to have her.
So we
How
really,
old is she?
14.
Whoa.
Bella's 14. She just finished her freshman year in high school, and she's playing varsity volleyball and basketball. So, you know,
better than me. My daughter won't touch. She has no interest in sports. She don't
Really?
wanna sweat. She's tall too. I don't know. I lost one. But
Maybe she might go on the
how was your Father's Day, man? I guess that was the question I wanted to get you on. How was it?
Father's Day was pretty good.
Okay.
Had brunch, my cousin,
Nice.
and we went down and just hung out on a rooftop in the city.
Nice. Speaking, I'm gonna get to you about this rooftop thing. I'll be all on your page. So look at this eye right here. I ain't gonna say it on camera. I'm gonna get you about this rooftop thing. But Trav, same thing to you. I want to set you up for this conversation. We were talking about Father's Day recently, and I was a little upset because I feel like mothers, the city shuts down, the country shuts down, and I feel like on Father's Days we get like leftover garbage and
Hold on. Homicide, before you answer this question,
don't walk into, you know
do
what?
not walk into this brick wall.
Right.
I already explained to him, mothers do a lot.
Okay.
And we're all men here. Mm-hmm. Mothers do a lot.
I just want my love. I just feel like we don't get the love we should get. That's
Mothers
it.
do a lot.
Hey,
I'm just looking for the love. I felt like
Ma, I love you. If you meet Khalil, just let you know.
718-239-9200, everybody out there, man. We still beating this Father's Day up for one last day. Trav, how was your father? Did you make it to Shake Shack?
Most definitely.
Yeah. See, his expectations was lower than mine. I'm out here looking for Beats by Dre and new cars.
What I'm doing like right now, my summer consists of I'm a foodie.
Okay.
So all summer, me and my son, we plan on going to different restaurants that we haven't, not high-end restaurants,
Shake Shack and all that.
just
I'll take
anything
it.
I haven't tried yet.
Right.
And Shake Shack was definitely on the list.
Okay.
So I marked that off the list, and he marked that off his, and
Yeah, I was just
happy.
messing with you. You know what you have from Shake Shack?
Yeah, I had the chicken sandwich.
Picture joint this
Yeah,
whole
the joint sandwich.
I had the chicken. I had the chicken.
Trav been setting up for Shake Shack all week. So
Right.
Shake Shack, if you out there and you want to go ahead and sponsor us,
I'm
feel
definitely
free.
going
Trav
back
is
as soon
coming
as I
back.
get my check.
Yeah, don't even worry about that next week. Big up to you for quitting your job the other day too, Trav.
Right, most
Ain't no
definitely.
plan B over here at
You
American
gotta
Talk
follow
Radio.
your dreams, man.
Wait.
You definitely gotta follow your
Chase
dreams.
your effing
Wait.
dreams. I
Nah.
see
Quit
this
the
on the
job.
back of the Patient Wolf jacket.
I
so
want
I'm
to
gonna
thank
get
you
into
for
that.
giving me the opportunity, because without just opportunity, I think I would still be at work mad, frustrated,
Wait, he quit his job.
and
It's real.
I had
Proud
to
of
do
you,
it.
yo.
You know, when you gave me the opportunity, like, yo, Trev, I want to do this without nobody else. All right, say no more.
Man,
You know,
it's like
everything
that.
was set up. I had to, you know.
I know I want to segue into that because I know one of the things that you sort of throw out there is chase your effing dreams. I've
Yes,
seen
yes.
that
Right.
in the whole Patient Wolf brand, how you build that up. Just for a second, talk about that since we played with the whole Trevor leaving his job. He's serious about that too. He really did.
No,
leave
I'm
his
gone.
job.
I commend you.
Yeah.
That's respect. What the Patient Wolf is an ambitious individual who's going hard till their dreams come to fruition.
Okay.
Not just an ambitious individual going hard. The ones that make the shit happen.
Okay.
That's what we're about, and that's what my life has been. You know, I told my mother when I graduated college, I said, I don't want to do nothing but hoop. She said, just get your degree. Do whatever you want after that. And I've been chasing my dreams, and that's what I did.
And you definitely have a interesting story. And like I said, you know, I watched the interview you did, and like I told Khalil, mothers do a lot. And you were saying that one of the things that your mother did was take you from that long line of what school was that?
Washington Irving.
with all the girls, and you like, yeah, this is it. It's party time. And I felt the same way one time. I went to a school like, yeah, it's girls here, I'm good. But your mom said, yeah, okay, you go on the rice, not knowing that's an all boys school.
But hold on,
Which,
before
you know,
I'm gonna interrupt you because I feel like we got way ahead of ourselves, and I promise y'all we're gonna give y'all everything every single thing I could pull up on Homicide and dig out from the Rice story to the kids and to the parties and everything else we got going on. We're gonna get into that in a little while, but man, I want to ask him, man, we always try and keep things moving forward and progressive as we get through this rundown. The movie Tupac, the All Eyes on Me came out this weekend.
I haven't seen it yet.
I did see it. I'm gonna touch on it in a quick second. I want to know if anybody in the studio, DJ Fly Ty, did you take a look at it this weekend, anything?
Nah, I ain't check it out.
Mr. Homicide, did you get a chance to look at it this weekend?
Unfortunately, I didn't. I'll definitely go see it.
Well, I gotta go ahead and, you guys are late. That's not my fault. But I gotta talk about it, so I hope I don't spoil it too much for either one of you guys. But I wanna say I did get a chance to watch the movie on Friday at a private screening. I told y'all we'll go do that. Shout out to me for being dope and doing dope stuff.
I was trying. I bet you the private screen was a Battery Park.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about where it's at, but allegedly it was somewhere down in the
Shout to Mano.
lower Manhattan area.
Shout to Mano.
Shout to Mano.
Brooklyn in the building, but
That's the homie.
we did get a chance to slide in there and act important. And shout out to Ciroc, Mano, and everybody over there. That was a good event that we got a chance to go and do that. But ultimately, like I said to everybody, and I wrote it up on Facebook, and I don't want to be as harsh, but I didn't really like the movie. And I don't want to just go at this and say, well, because it was Tupac, because he was a legendary icon. I'm a movie fan. I watch movies consistently, and I felt like the writing wasn't as good as it should have been. I felt like L.T. Hutton and I felt like Benny Boom didn't take the time to be responsible enough to tell a story outside of what they read on Wikipedia. So there was no new information. There wasn't anything in there that was responsible, and these are icons. And what I mean by that is this is Tupac Shakur, this is Notorious B.I.G., this is NWA with Dr. Dre, and I feel like those stories should be told correctly. And if you gave the same property to a Martin Scorsese or some of our better directors, they would have threw an alley-oop slam dunk with this property because they got every bit of information they need. When you give this property to a Benny Boom or L.T. Hutton or some people that are not as familiar with making movies, or this is their first or second movie, this is what we have. So we've had this problem with the Notorious, where it was this okay and B level. We've now had this problem with the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me, where it's this okay B level. What I mean by that is this gonna be nominated for an Oscar? Probably not. Is it gonna break any box office records this weekend? Probably not.
Well, I know they compared the box office number to Cars 3.
It flopped.
I mean, I'm just guessing that's the only other
this
movie
is
outlet.
Tupac. This is the biggest artist. Yeah, charming anybody, man.
That's extremely sad to hear because he's a one of one.
Right.
And he's one of our leaders, whether you want to believe it or not, or believe he was individually a leader for you or someone you looked up to or not.
Right.
He shaped so many of our lives within music and our personal lives while using music.
Right.
And he was such a smart, strong individual. It is unfortunate that you just said what you just said about that movie.
Yeah, I mean, listen, be clear to everybody, I don't want to push anyone away from the movie. So I would ask everyone out there, go see the movie. Don't take my opinion for it. Go catch the matinee. I think it's 6:50 in Brooklyn on Tuesday. So catch that half price. Linden or something, I'm plugging somebody. But catch the show, man. I challenge everybody, man, go see the movie. Don't take my opinion.
What do you like about it? Because we grew up on Tupac. I know Tupac from Digital Underground's backup dancer up until Machiavelli when he passed.
I wanted more.
What more could you?
I wanted something outside of really feeling like someone opened up a Wikipedia page.
But Tupac he died at 25. In retrospect, when you look back at 25 years as an adult, that's only, most of your life is already being told and given to you by your parents.
So the question I'm asking you, and this goes to anybody, if we'd have gave this property to, like I said, a Martin Scorsese,
it would have been much better. Sorry.
They would have brought it to life.
What I'm saying?
I didn't even see the movie.
So I'm talking about movies. I'm not talking about it because it's Tupac. I'm talking about it from the director, from the producer, from Lionsgate, and these people that were involved in the project.
But what did L.T. Hutton do before he did Tupac?
Don't give me the line. I don't want to get on the radio.
I just heard the name right now. I know Benny Boom from videos. Benny Boom also had Dead Presidents. He had
he did Dead Presidents, and he did Next Day Era. I just sort of peeked into that a little bit too. So Benny Boom sort of had some. But that was only one movie. Why would we give the biggest icon in music, in hip hop music history, to Benny Boom, and he only did one movie? That's why I have a problem with that. That's failure.
I like Benny.
100%
Benny's
failure.
He's a good guy, but I just think we giving too many opportunities to the wrong people. I'm a fan of when certain things like sports, it's like the veterans, you know what I'm saying? They the ones that played the game, so they the ones should be the sportscasters. They should be want to talk about the game. Shouldn't have nobody that don't talk basketball to be wasn't a basketball player to talk basketball, right? So when Benny came along, I said video director. I said he deserves a shot. But I didn't know if it was with this big of a movie.
Not this
you know
project. This is such a big project.
I'm listening to the critics online. They was discredited. They didn't like the movie. Jada Pinkett, her voice was just really. She was really hurt by it.
Yeah,
I'm sure she
She was really hurt by it. She was really close to
She
the
ultimately said that any portrayal that they showed in the movie was not accurate to what really happened. And this is on Instagram, so this is not me even throwing. She put it out there. So it was so many people that had negative reviews of the movie that I said, you know what, Khalil, I have to watch it. Because at first I wasn't going to watch it, and I told that Trevor.
Right.
And I said, you know, I got to go watch it. So, you know, like I said, when I watched it, it was just one of them things where that's how I felt. I don't want anyone to take my opinion as the truth or exactly what it is. Tupac was a strong black man, and he did a lot for the hip-hop music game. And I hope everyone goes out there, and I hope it's a big success. But, you know, if you ask me from a movie review standpoint, I just was like, they could have did a lot better with that project. And I'm hoping the next artist, I don't know who we got coming up, is it Jay-Z, or I hope somebody, a real director, producer that's been doing this for a while, get their hands on it.
I've overheard, because I was listening to Benny Boom, they might do a Nas documentary next. And within that,
I just hope Benny don't. I don't want Benny to do it.
Nas wouldn't have them do it. Once
Because
he saw this project, he's gonna be like, nah, Nas is different.
Nas needs creative control.
Quiet.
No doubt. But Nas ain't going out like that. Nas gonna get somebody with so much experience in that profession.
He might go to Martin Scorsese, you know what I'm saying? Like,
This is what I'm saying. Like,
I don't think Nas has enough life, you know, stories to have a movie yet. I think Nas is still, like, I think he's in his second life now. First, you know, he's a rapper. He's a dope rapper. He's a dope lyricist. But now he's into the businesses and things like that. So I think now where you see Nas at, his movie's gonna come much later.
It's not
Where his story ain't done.
You're gonna have the Queensbridge growing up. Your father is a jazz legend, and his movie's not ready yet.
there's so many
I
stories
agree
that
with
they
that.
can
He
tell.
hasn't diversified himself.
But
And I think like Tupac, his movie, I haven't seen it, but I know his life was too short. There's really much, what else could you have expected them to show unless, you know, we already knew Death Row, Bad Boy, Quad Studios. We know those stories.
This is what I would say to everybody. All right, 718-239-9200. If you've seen the All Eyes on Me this week, and call up. Let's talk about it. I want to hear how anybody out there felt about it. You can always DM me, King Khalil 400, Cool Ass Trev, Mr. Lafayette your party DJ Fly Tie, and Hamo, we got you here. So can we tell them your Instagram just in case they want to berate you with this Tupac conversation one day and you got an answer for it now? You here.
My Instagram is thepatientwolf.nyc.
Yep, so y'all hear that too, thepatientwolf.nyc. So y'all heard all four of those. It may happen later. If y'all want to hit me up in the week about this, feel free. If you get a DM, I'm sorry about that. But
It's all good.
yeah, I guess we're gonna move this energy and keep it shifting a little bit, man. Since we're on music for a quick second, what you listening to, man? Tell me what you listening to music-wise. Talk to me.
Right now, I'm feeling that DJ Khaled. I was on that rooftop yesterday going ham. They had a DJ
you gonna
threw it
start talking about
on,
that
and
rooftop.
I did everything but jump in the pool.
Okay,
Like,
I did
it
see
was-
that. I
it
did
was-
see. You know what? Forget it.
I had a great time. You know, I'm Jamaican, so always listen to my reggae music.
Shout out to Jamaica.
I'm really Drake, Future, Migos. I like some of their songs.
All right.
You know, I'm a nightlife guy, so I love party music. Deep house I listen to, techno.
So you caught me
listen
with
to
that
everything.
time. You're gonna have to get that DC. I ain't even.
No doubt.
I got him.
That's why I got the DJ here.
Deep house,
'Cause
techno.
At some point, I'm asking for your request in a
Calvin
second.
Harris. I mean,
Okay.
I rock with it all. You know, traveling all over the world.
I get it.
You know, you have to be able. I was always the one, like, I'm not staying in a room playing video games. Like,
Okay.
I'm out and about. I want to see what this culture's about over here. What this
So
life
we
is
don't
about.
let people get out of here with certain things going on. So I need to know, and I don't want it in no particular order, because you know, I don't want everybody to be mad at the Patient Wolf at, what we say, NYC.
Patientwolf.nyc.
I don't want everybody to be mad at you, but we on music, so we ask everybody to come through this door. I need to know. It lets me know a lot about a person when I can hear this.
Right.
Top 5 MCs, no in particular order. I know it's tough. It's real. We put the camera on too, so
Yeah, no doubt.
don't walk away from this later.
Obviously, you know,
No order.
Jay,
Okay.
Pac, I love. I was listening to a bunch of his old music the other day.
Okay.
Biggie, of course.
Okay.
Then, like, I fuck with the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, I'll let that slide in as a fourth.
Clan.
I'll let
You
that.
have to.
The Clan.
See my producer and my
They
DJ
are
behind us, they both.
right there.
I'll let that slide in as a fourth. That's the first time we
Iconic.
let that happen.
And
Give me that last one.
the last one, oh man, that's. I don't know. I would say Nas.
Nas, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, I would say Nas.
You left a lot out of there though, but
only
I
five.
know it's tough.
It's tough.
I like to mention the
You know?
Coogee Raps, the Big Daddy Kane's, the
Yeah,
KRS One. You ain't touched nothing, Melly Mel.
Yeah.
You left that whole generation.
You know what I don't understand? Like a lot of times, when we say top 5, we always forget. To me,
The prior,
father.
yeah, that generation
And
is
I mean-
tough. Run DMC.
Right, Run DMC.
Slick Rick, the
Slick Rick.
storyteller.
And he's the
Like,
one that brought the Jews to
all
the
of that.
game. Like being fly like that.
Yeah.
I'll transfer it over to you. We think basketball. We always forget about Wilt Chamberlain. We forget about Bill Russell.
doubt.
We forget about, you know what I'm saying, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. When we go right into
The
the
guys
modern
today,
era.
right?
As
right.
if Jerry West is not actually on the basketball.
Right.
So, you know, it's
Right.
just, I think we have a short-term memory
We do.
as a culture when it comes to, you know, sports, music, and life.
You know,
Shout out to
I
that
really
plug
feel
right
sorry
there.
for the new generation now because if our top 5 or if our MC that we grew up on is
Don't you-
J Big and
don't you-
Nas,
don't
it's
you-
like, you know.
Don't you say no little.
I'm just saying,
All right, don't you-
the generation now, their
Listen.
top 5 is going to be Wayne, Drake.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel old because I can't even name a
Don't even do it. Wait, listen.
You know, they
Wayne
might be a
Hall-
Kodak Black in their top 5.
Gucci Man.
Right, and
Ooh.
then
Ross.
when you look back, I'm gonna be like, hold up, you forgot about. Then we gonna go all the way back.
Yeah, it's
to
gonna be ridiculous.
KRS-One again, you know.
Generation
I'm
gap.
like,
Speaking
oh,
of top
man.
5s, man, like I said, American Dream Radio, 718-239-9200. We got Corey Homicide Williams in the building with us, a.k.a. New York City legend, a.k.a. the Patient Wolf, man. This is an honor to have you here, brother.
I'm happy
Get
to
some
be
good
here.
talk. We're going to get into your life in a second and figure out exactly this journey, and we want to talk about that in a second. But before we even go any further, man, I noticed a big fight is happening, man. We got Mayweather and McGregor coming up.
Ooh.
Ooh, Tom, I ain't seen you in a couple days, Tom,
Yeah.
so I got it. It happened. They already set the date, August the 26th. I'm
Ooh.
promoting that for free. We trying to bootleg the Fire Stick.
That's definitely.
Don't worry about it.
Ooh.
That's definitely a fight for money right there.
I mean,
That's a fight
There's
that we
really
don't need
no-
to watch for pay for.
I don't
now,
see it.
now
I
listen,
just
you
don't
two-
see
you
it.
two in the room. I need to know,
I don't
Homicide,
see it.
how you feel about this, man? Talk about
All
it,
right,
man. Platform
all right.
is yours, man.
Here's my
Mayweather,
thing.
McGregor, what's up?
What are the rules in this fight?
Right.
Boxing.
No.
Just straight boxing.
No, it's no MMA, nothing.
He's gonna
no,
lose.
he kid got a boxing. He's taking a basketball player and making him play football. I know exactly
You
what
shaking
you're
your
going
head, so I guess you
Dude,
feel how I'm feeling.
I'm like,
And
How could
how is he gonna beat Mayweather? Mayweather's
This is just like Rocky Balboa fighting Hulk Hogan.
Mr. T.
yeah. I'm like,
Come on now, like this is a movie now. Like we're making a
Then
spectacle.
Hulk Hogan, well, actually, Rocky did
Hulk
win that.
Hogan threw Rocky Balboa outside the ring into
Rocky
the
3,
Who
by
was
the
that,
way.
Rocky 3?
Rocky
Rocky
3.
three.
Everybody go see Rocky 3. That was a good
And,
movie, man.
you
Sports
know,
movie.
and
Yeah,
I really feel like
That's
he's
what this
making a
gonna look like.
spectacle of his career now. You know, he has.
I mean, for
Mayweather
$1
has
billion, he's gonna make a lot of money here.
he already
Like,
has a lot of money.
nah.
Not like this.
No.
Can you ever have?
What is his net worth?
He's
Who?
probably what? Quarter, not like $500 million. at
That's
this
not
point?
enough. He's poor when it comes to the wealthy people in
No,
the world.
I got it.
So that ain't enough. He got to go get it.
Okay, but
You can't
it's
turn
like-
that down.
I understand what you're saying. It's just like
Who else is there for him to fight? He beat everybody. I might as well go try this shit.
Nah.
There's nobody else to fight.
Listen. I don't agree. I feel like there's fighters in the.
whole nother-
I feel like there's fighters in the league that it should stay in the league. I don't think this is gonna be worth the money. That's just what I'm saying.
No, I don't think it'll be worth
I don't
it.
think
It
it's
ain't.
worth the
It's
money at
gonna be
all.
a spectacle for sure. However, this is an opportunity
I
to
think-
make a whole lot of money.
I was about to say.
So
yeah.
what? Cause I think you said the number was 100 million.
It's something crazy like that. I don't want to get a wrong number.
Mayweather made 100 million his supposedly retiring fight.
And he's gonna do that again in less than a year and a half later. Wouldn't you say that's a great business move?
A fantastic business move.
I would think that's a great business move to see him
No,
go
you
from.
got- but I was more or less thinking about my legacy. Like, okay.
If he
You
wins, his
have a
legacy
point.
is intact. If he
What,
loses,
what else is there to do? I beat everybody in boxing I could possibly beat.
Yeah.
I'm doing MMA.
Like, what can he do?
So,
what else can he do?
do you think this is going to transpire into, okay, let me go fight a boxer now, or the MMA, let me go fight a boxer, let me go whip on him. Because if God bless Kimbo Slice, he came into the game, he probably would have been a heavyweight. Can he?
No, because it's still the same thing. You cannot take a person who is a trained fighter, right? And then you put him in a ring with a person who's a street baller, and we'll take it back over to basketball.
Oh, we definitely gonna get there.
I can take the best street baller, right? And he still wasn't the best NBA player.
100%.
It just doesn't always skip to my loo. I watched him dominate street basketball for about 2 summers in a row, and I watched him come off the bench in the NBA for a summer or season in the
But there's 2 different rules when it comes to Rucker and NBA.
Well, I'm just basketball's the point. I don't even want to get into basketball like that because I know you're shaking. We're gonna play into that.
There in the next hour.
We're gonna wait in that. But the bottom line is, I don't think that if someone does a certain skill, don't make this about basketball or sports. If you are a plumber, right, and that person over there has never plumbed before, you have a distinct advantage
100%.
over that. That's just what I'm getting at. So if I'm a DJ and I'm a radio jock, and a person comes in right now and I say, you on, they're not gonna be able to do it at the same level that I can do it at and tie with the DJ. If somebody coming right now and I give him all the equipment to DJ, right? I give him everything he needs, he still won't be able to do it. And I'll give you one last one. If I give you everything you need to make a pizza right now, put you in a pizza shop right now, right?
Don't make that pizza.
It won't be the pizza. I'll put you in the same pizza shop. I'll give you all the ingredients. I'll give you everything.
Raised.
It won't taste the same because they've been doing it longer. They have a distinct advantage of doing that.
We definitely gonna see. We're definitely gonna see.
We making pizza or we gonna see? Okay.
I feel like McGregor might, because Floyd has that tendency to get in your brain, get on your nerve. So by the time you at the fight, you really want to fight.
Yeah.
And you want a street fight. You don't want to box no more. You want to like just slap the shit out of him.
That didn't work for Mickey Ward.
And he might have one of those.
Let me educate you. Let me get my Stephen A. education conversation for a second now. Because Floyd Mayweather is a defensive fighter and Conor McGregor is actually an offensive fighter, this again is going to play into Floyd Mayweather's hand, meaning every single time that Conor McGregor wants to go punch him like this, what it does is just open up a hit for Floyd to actually hit him. Most people are predicting that it's not going to go the distance for the simple fact that Floyd Mayweather is the best defensive counterpuncher we've ever seen, and Conor McGregor is going to go in there.
I give it 4 rounds.
Attacking him.
4 rounds.
And that's not good for him.
It's not going to go. It's going to go past 4. I think McGregor got more power than Floyd.
Of course, I think so too.
I think.
Do you give him a chance to win?
Yes, I do.
You do?
No.
Yes, I do.
Same thing for you, brother.
Mayweather's gonna win.
No, I feel that Mayweather's gonna win, but I think Conor McGregor has a greater chance of winning than any of Floyd's opponent that he had fought in the past.
No. Sorry.
August is going down.
August 26th, everybody. Make sure we get
I'm not saying he's going to win. I'm saying he has a greater chance than what Floyd has seen.
I haven't seen enough body of work from McGregor as a boxer for me to even formulate a real opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I only have seen him as an MMA star, and I'm not going to sit here and bet against someone who's been doing everything but boxing on a consistent basis to dominate the best boxer that we've seen outside of Muhammad Ali in this generation. That's where we at with it. You got Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, and Mayweather starts to fall into that argument at some point as one of the best we've seen with our own naked eyes. So 718-239-9200. I want to know if everybody got an opinion. Do you even give McGregor a puncher's chance at this thing, man? Does anybody even give him a shot? Because it seems like right now, he ain't even got a shot as far as the numbers in Vegas are concerned. So
on my live, somebody is saying, no way Conor won't be able to connect. Floyd moves too fast.
That we've seen. Tell that person you need to go on Watson Boxing more, 718-239-9200. Shout out to whoever that's on live. I'm joking. Call up, please. Let's talk about it
Hot City. You can call up 718-239-9200.
Hot City, we know you're listening. That's good for us to hear. Listen, we about to 12:40 hour. We done played around with a lot of different stuff. I got one little 5-minute segment I gotta bother you with. We're gonna go to some music, and we're gonna come back and dig into your life for this last hour. We play GM here at American Dream Radio. Now, I wanna know a few things if I could get you to be my GM now, because I actually, we own a team, me and Trevor. Nobody knows it right now.
Yeah, the Monopoly team.
It's nobody knows this right now, but
Got
soon as we get CBS or somebody to cut this check, that's when we're gonna go buy us a team. So we trust your basketball opinion a lot. We trust it. You, Corey Homicide Williams, who knows more about basketball than you as far as we're concerned. We got you as the GM now.
All right.
Who's your team in NBA, first of all, or did you have one on?
I don't have a team.
Last team you had. Just give me one.
The last team I had, I would say, is
Chicago Bulls.
the Bulls.
I know.
When Derrick Rose was Derrick Rose.
Yeah. Okay.
MVP of the league, Derrick Rose.
So listen, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. We're taking this up to 155th Street. We got every player in the NBA is right there, right? Now, we got the first pick coming up. You got your Bulls team. Me and Trev just bought the Bulls, so we on that thing now. Y'all ain't got to worry about that old fat dude. Don't shout out to Jerry Reinsdorf and all them out there in Chicago. I think he passed away, no disrespect. But more than anything, I guess I'm going to ask you. I'll start with some simple people first. You got Kyrie Irving. You got Steph Curry. You got the first pick in the draft. You got the Bulls. That team is there. It's an empty team, along with the other 29 teams in NBA. Who are you taking and why with that first pick?
Out of those two?
Out of those two, that's it. I limited you real quick.
I'm gonna take Steph Curry.
Okay, why?
Because first of all, him crossing half court, he's in range.
Okay. From a basketball player. I've never been coached to defend a player like that. I don't think anyone has.
Not that far out on the floor. That's not real. Okay, they're both freaks of nature, and you're never really taught to guard a player like a Kyrie. But I'm gonna go with a guy who I know can he cross half court, he in range.
Hold on one second. 718-239-9200. We got a caller on the air. What's going on, caller?
Yo, what's up? I just want to talk about Floyd Stephen A. Smith on ESPN giving his advice on what's going to happen in the fight.
Well, go ahead. Tell us sound off for a second, man. How you feel about Floyd and where that's going to lead us?
Well, I think Floyd is, I think he's too flat. I think he's too fast for McGregor to tell you the truth, you know?
Mm-hmm. And that's it? You just think he's too fast and McGregor's never going to be able to hit him?
That's how I feel. I don't think he'll land some clean punches. I don't think he'll be able to land some clean ones.
I'll tell you this much. No one's ever really been able to hit Floyd for the most part. If you guys really pay attention to boxing, Floyd is actually a boring boxer if you just watch boxing. He'll sit there for 12 rounds and he's fine with beating you on points. So with that being said, I sort of agree with you. I think we're going to have the same trouble with Floyd and McGregor. He's not going to take any chances. He's not going to step outside of his box. He's literally going to sit there and wait for McGregor to swing and counterpunch. And the problem is McGregor will swing so much that Floyd will end up counterpunching him so much by like the 7th round, he'll end up on the floor more than likely. So, caller, thank you for calling so much. We appreciate you, man. Anytime you want, feel free to chime in. 718-239-9200. I got to get Homicide's opinion on this second half now, because he already told me that he's going to take Steph Curry. We've never even seen that before. I totally agree with him on that one. Is that the only reason you picked him over to Kyrie?
No, the phone call just came in.
Yeah, I know.
But I just think that he will create so many mismatches on the court with pick and rolls. It's just.
Do you think that's a benefit of him being in Golden State with offense designed around him? Meaning, if he was in Phoenix or Utah or somewhere else, would he have the same level of success?
Oh, no. You would have to design an offense around a player like that.
Okay.
You would have to, because he's a willing passer. He's a good all-around player. I mean, he's two-time MVP. Two-time MVP?
Two-time MVP.
Mm-hmm. Two-time champion. Should have been a three-peat. Now they have a super team. You can't guard that team, let alone just him.
No, I think it's difficult with that team now how it's set up, because they all spread the court so well that you really can't double team off of anybody, and if you do, Kevin Durant's coming up with 50 points.
Who do you think Cleveland needs?
No, this is the Cleveland room too.
No, it's not even as a Cleveland.
Oh, it's the Cleveland room.
I'm
tired of this. I was here all 2 weeks with Cleveland.
Well, who do you think Cleveland needs to be more competitive next year in the finals?
How about beat them? To be more competitive or to beat them?
To beat them.
To beat them.
We have no interest in being competitive.
I don't know if they can do anything, to be honest with you. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to
the same thing.
who gonna guard 35? Who gonna guard Durant?
Oh yeah.
Who gonna guard number 35? Nobody. There's nobody in the league
In the
that can
world.
guard that man. No
In the
other
world.
team, nowhere.
In the world.
Yeah.
Straight up.
In the world, he is the best offensive player in the world.
You can match up against whoever else. Y'all gonna go even. That was the game. That's the game. The game was even with anybody else. Take Durant off, it's going 7 games.
He was
I
always
believe.
good. Always.
Put Durant on that team, there's nobody able to guard him. So when shit get a little shaky, get a ball to Trey Five.
He can always go one-on-one. Agreed.
That's it.
He was definitely the difference in the deciding factor. I guess, GM, I'll give you the second choice of the day. I'm running a little late. Second choice of the day, you got Kevin Durant, you got LeBron James. That's your second pick. They're right there standing in front of you. You already picked Steph.
I got LeBron James.
Okay. Why? Because we just gave the Kevin Durant conversation.
That's because of that team he's on.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Because he's on the super team.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going with LeBron James
Do
all
you still
day.
feel like he's the best player in the world?
Best player in the world.
Okay. Why?
Because there's nothing he can't do on the court. Even though
Yeah, I want this.
I believe.
They did. They're looking at you. They're looking at you. Don't walk away from this. So
Here's my thing. Because y'all all Cleveland, right?
Yes, it's a Cleveland room
All
right now. We got
I have a
one. We
question.
got one Golden State
Okay,
producer.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I want you to name me one megastar since the NBA has begun. A megastar
It's funny about that.
that's been in the NBA for over 10 years and has never had surgery. Name one. Megastar.
LeBron,
LeBron.
the only one.
What does that mean?
That boy nice.
He was.
Go ahead, tell him, Trevor, what it means. Trevor been accusing him.
He's a Frankenstein.
That boy
I
great.
noticed that too. He's the only player that hasn't been hurt.
LeBron
Ever.
turns
But
his ankle
you
and
know
get
what?
right back up
Let me
and
tell you
keep
something
running.
about LeBron.
He ain't normal.
Let me tell you, I was in the Gauchos when LeBron was coming to the league. I remember this day. I think it was like a Thursday. He came into Gaucho's gym with Jay-Z. He has been so protected by all his advisors. He never played in Rucker. He doesn't touch no other courts outside of NBA to even get that physical to be hurt.
Name one player
You can't.
who is a megastar
You cannot.
that's never had surgery.
You really
LeBron James, right?
I think.
My opinion, there's no way you can play 100 something. It's something they ain't testing
Are
for.
you? Hold up. Before
What
we
a
go,
clap back
I didn't-
there. What a
before we
blow
go
back
there, are we Barry Bonds in this thing?
No,
Because
I didn't
Trevor
say
already,
that.
I'm just making.
Trevor already
I didn't
spoke
say
to it
that.
already.
I'm just making sure.
I done heard it more than once.
Here's what I think.
Because I
There
said
has been a
I was gonna say, I
homicide,
didn't think that
ladies and
he's not been. I just know he doesn't get hurt. He doesn't.
How can you not get? You play 100. Can you get into a car and drive the car 100 miles an hour
His bones
every
is
day
good.
for 11 years, and that car don't break down once?
He drinks
now,
milk.
This is how I feel about it. Because in the finals, if you watched him, a lot of the times that KD had that ball. Matter of fact, what game was that? Game 5 when they lost. When KD had the ball, LeBron James a lot of the times let him just go and watch him just run up the court.
I mean, that's just
He
a
doesn't-
basketball
he's
game.
Yeah,
not-
that's just,
no,
he
but
didn't want to
he's
get a
not that-
foul or something.
He's
That's a
not
basketball
physical.
Yeah.
I told you this before. This is the new NBA. This ain't the NBA that had Rodman, Isaiah Thomas, the Pistons when they was going crazy, throwing you in the stands. This is not when Ron Artest before he was Meta World
Shout out to
Peace.
Ron Artest.
This is none of that. This is a more social, conscious NBA here. You don't get real physical here. You're not throwing punches. You're not moving like that.
Do you believe he's taking something?
No. I don't believe that he's taking.
But
I
let me clear
believe
this up
he's
for
not
everybody. Let me
playing
clear this up for you.
like tough. He's not no real tough competitive player.
I believe that he is taking some type of supplement.
Okay.
Now, let's
That's-
be smart about this, America.
Okay, let me know.
Now, is
Say
that
it
supplement, there you go. Now, is that supplement illegal to the NBA becomes the question. But I would be naive, and this is a basketball thing, and I know you picked up on this. His body wouldn't physically look the way it looks. He looks like Cam Newton. He looks like,
He look like he can't do it.
you ever seen
football player.
He lost weight though.
No, but what I'm telling you is
he
this.
came down.
Now, listen to me.
Him and
Physically, you can
Carmelo.
only take your body so far. and it would only look like a certain thing. Like, for instance, you can look at Melo's body,
Right.
and you can look at LeBron James' body,
Two different bodies.
and they're decisively different. However, I'm pretty sure that they work out at the same pace.
No doubt.
I'm pretty sure that they have the same money to get the same type of trainers. There has to be something, and the problem is this: people say supplement or people say something and they feel like it's illegal. I'm not saying that's illegal.
Right,
I'm saying
right.
he's creatine. There are a lot of things that they pump you with
No
that'll
doubt.
keep you
Going.
going. And that's it. So, you know.
You said players in how many years? Been
10, about 10.
years?
10 plus years. Mega stars.
When Shaq was playing.
He got hurt. He got hurt. Yeah, all the time. All the time.
I'm trying
Broken
to think, like,
toe,
Yeah, he did have a
leg, knee,
he
back.
had some
Yeah,
knee
Shaq, and nobody,
Head.
he's very accurate in that. No one
was just-
can really.
No, I'm just trying because I remember when Jordan got hurt. I remember Kobe
That was
being
his third
hurt.
year.
Kobe
or
always
second
gets
year.
hurt.
Kobe got hurt
Right,
second
AI
year.
broken this. Come on.
He's very actually true. There's
But
no
you
one
know
that
what
you can win.
the reason why I say LeBron hasn't been hurt, LeBron last time he was playing really hard was when he was in Miami.
He was in the finals 6 times in a row.
Right.
You gotta play
But when-
hard to do
no,
that.
exactly. But if you look at Miami's LeBron to this new Cleveland's LeBron,
I know what you're
he
thinking.
has not been playing hard as he was
I know what you're
when he was
thinking.
in Miami.
Playing hard and like I got you. Driving a car, right? If you drive a car, it doesn't really matter if you drive it hard or not hard. Eventually,
But we're talking
the
about
car.
driving 100 miles an hour. LeBron is not going 100
If I
miles an hour
drive
all
if
the
I
time.
drive a Toyota 70 miles per hour for 10 years,
10
gonna
years?
work.
How many years he been in the league?
more than 10.
Thank you. Not just say the average of 10.
right.
How many
Something
years he's been?
should have.
Something should have broke down.
But again, maybe he's just a freak.
Maybe he's just that good, y'all.
718-239-9200 right now, man. We're gonna go to some music time. If y'all think LeBron might be on something, please let me know. 718-239-9200. Got cool ass Trev in the building. We got Mr. Life of Your Party, DJ Fly Ty, King Khalil is in the building. Special guest, Mr. Homicide, aka Corey Williams, aka the Patient Wolf. We going to this 1 o'clock hour. I told you we're gonna play with everything else, and then we're gonna get into your life. So we're gonna throw on some music.
No doubt.
Play with a little bit, and we're gonna come out. We'll talk about your journey, basketball, where it's going, what you got next after basketball. We got about an hour to pick your brain, figure out what you think. I don't know where you're playing, so me and Trev can make sure we there this summer. And I'm throwing some rocks or something at somebody. Don't worry, I'm gonna trip somebody.
No,
I
I'm
got
not
you.
throwing
Don't worry.
rocks at nobody.
I got you. We're gonna do some Brooklyn stuff. Ty. Yeah. And
from uptown. So.
American Dream Radio,
Right.
King Khalil, Cool Ass Trav, Homicide, Mr. Life, your party, Jeff Fly Ty. Let's go. Yeah, y'all. Fly Ties in the building, Mr. Life of your party, man. I told y'all every Monday we up here giving somebody something. We trying to get some lunch specials going on and all of that. So I told everybody from the beginning we was gonna do something special. We're doing that right now, American Dream Radio. My guy said it's gonna be very important, and I felt like it was just as important. That's why he's here. And we just gotta set this platform up right and set this thing up right. It's the second hour, so some people might not have caught us in the first hour. This is American Dream Radio. I'm King Khalil 400. This is Cool Ass Trev. We got Homicide, aka the Patient Wolf.NYC. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Yes, sir. I'm getting better at this. We got Mr. Life of Your Party, DJ Fly Ty in the building.
Yes, sir.
We talking sports, we talking music, we talking life. Y'all missed a lot of good conversation in our first hour. I'm gonna have to go back and check it on YouTube, or maybe they'll restream it later for y'all or something. But you know, we progressive thinkers, and it's American Dream Radio, so we gotta move forward with our thoughts and everything. So it's 1:05 New York City time. We out here having a good time on this Monday. Wake y'all up. Hope y'all rocking out with us and taking something from this at least. But yeah, brother Homicide in the building right now, y'all. Just wanna make sure we get this thing set up. Homicide is a New York City street basketball legend. So, you know, we wanna make sure we get this platform right for these type of people and just give them exactly what they deserve, because I feel like a lot of our legends in New York City are not getting the love and the respect they deserve. So, you know, it wasn't nothing, and I appreciate this man, because it wasn't nothing but a reach out, and I swear he got right back to me and said, let's do it, and it wasn't no prima donna stuff. It was just all good vibes and good energy. So we got a new friend to the room, and look like we're gonna make sure he here every chance I get. I'm gonna steal him and try and bring him up here a little bit. But Brother Homicide, man, thank you for being here in the second hour with us and rocking out with us and just being here, man. I told you we was gonna get into your life a little bit. So
Let's go.
yeah, we gotta go ahead and start from the beginning, at the top of this whole list and everything, and go right from the jump. Where you from, man? Tell everybody where you from, and we gotta start very from the beginning, where you
Okay.
were born and all of that. That's what I wanna know.
Well, born and raised in the Bronx, New York.
Yeah, BX, what's up?
173rd and Monroe. That's where I'm from. and that's where I grew up, and that's where it all began. My family's Jamaican. My dad died when I was 3, so just my mom, my brother, and myself, obviously.
Okay.
8 years later, my mother remarried, had my sister.
So do you have is your brother older than you or younger?
Yes, my brother's older than me, 3 years older than me.
Dope.
And my sister is 8 years younger. So my brother's 42, I'm 39. My sister, 39 minus 8, 31.
Like so shout out to everybody in their
Right.
40s, man. I see y'all out here moving around. I'm headed that way. I'm fighting it. I'm headed that way, though.
So, you know, being that we're Jamaican, what we do in the summers with your children, more times than not, you go back to Jamaica for the summer. So I literally used to get, school ended Friday. I'm on a flight Sunday to Jamaica for the whole summer. I'll be back 3 days before, the weekend before school begins.
What was that experience like in Jamaica? And what took me through that age? I want to know how old you were in that pocket.
At that point, you know, I used to go to school in Jamaica as a little kid for a little bit. We tried it, sent his ass, because, you know, it got a bit too much for my mom, for the 2 young boys. So send me down there with the family. Talking about, I might have been like 6.
Okay, so you're really young at that point.
Really young. Went and tried it. Probably about 7, 8. Went and tried it, and you know they're strict down there. They'll hit you.
Yeah, they ain't
wear
playing.
Right.
uniform. They hit you
Yeah, they ain't
with a
playing.
ruler on your hand. You know, obviously going to school
Send my
as a
daughter
young
down.
kid in America, that right there is a total culture shock.
Right.
So it didn't work out.
Okay.
I used to go to school, throw my books in the garbage.
All
Like, yo,
types of-
get me out of here. Like, send me back home. So, you know, finally I got back to New York. Went back into public school and elementary school, and I did that, and I did middle school.
What elementary school did you go to in New
I went
York
to
City?
CES2, 169th and Fulton Avenue.
Where's that at, in the Bronx?
Yeah, it's all in the Bronx. Everything is in the Bronx.
Yeah, I know.
South Bronx,
Yeah,
right
no
there.
doubt. That's the South
I'm messing
Bronx.
both y'all, let you know we got listeners coming from all over the country.
Yeah.
So,
Shout
you
out to
know,
all over the world.
Yeah,
I'm
all
a-
over the world. I'm sorry, you're a citizen
pardon me.
of the
Citizen of the world. Pardon
just in
me.
case. So yeah,
Right.
we have fans and people that are chiming in, so some people might not know where's that. That's why I asked.
Right, fair enough. So I went to elementary school in the Bronx, PS2, and from there I went to my zone middle school,
Okay.
which was the worst middle school in District 9 in the Bronx, which was
Nice.
147. That's what it was on Webster Avenue.
Shout out to Webster Avenue.
Shout out to Webster Avenue. Anybody know there's notorious projects in New York
Yeah.
City?
Yeah.
All right? Every borough has their notorious projects.
Right.
Webster Avenue was one of them.
Right.
Webster Projects.
What part of the Bronx is Webster?
Right off Claremont Avenue.
No, I'm
Like,
saying is that the north side, the
That's
south
pretty much like
That's
borderline north-south,
North, like northeast.
northeast.
Okay,
like,
northeast
yeah.
Bronx, yeah.
No, that's like northwest. Like that's 169, like 138 is the South Bronx, right?
Right.
So then you'll go up to 169, just a couple stops up.
Yeah.
You hitting it. So we weren't that far, but trust me, notorious.
Okay.
And those were all those kids going to that school.
Nice.
So I'm up the hill, and they're like down the street
And
from
we're talking
the school.
6th, 7th, and 8th now, right?
6th, 7th, and 8th.
Okay.
And you know, back then, you know, I didn't have a lot of confidence. You know, we didn't have a lot of money. And back in those days, you're trying to be cool. So I was trying to be a clown. So my grades reflected
Right.
that.
Trying to be cool.
Back in those days, they didn't grade you on academics more. They graded you more on behavior.
Okay, I
You know,
agree.
so clearly, you know,
Didn't
my
play well
report
with
card,
others.
yeah,
All
my
of those little
report card was
comments, I
all
remember 'em.
reds.
I remember
Yeah.
'em.
So, you know, after that, trying to get into high school. I didn't play ball till 8th grade.
Yeah, I want to make sure. Let's not get
Yeah,
too
let's
far
not
ahead of
get too
ourselves.
far
Jump
ahead.
too far of
I
ourselves.
didn't play ball.
I didn't even get the basketball. Yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
figuring out the life part of it a little bit. So
Right.
we're 8th grade. They send you to a school, your zone school, obviously. You're
Yeah.
6th, 7th, and 8th now. They
6th,
send you
7th, and 8th now. I'm in middle school.
there. Yeah, are
and
you playing ball yet?
No.
Nothing. No
I
basketball.
started playing ball 8th grade.
8th grade.
8th grade.
Okay.
Really playing ball. Well, my brother, he was the ball player.
Okay.
AU, Riverside, Gauchos.
Nice. Shout out to the Gauchos.
Yeah, he played with them. One day I was bored. Because mind you, all those
Are you still in
summers-
8th grade now? At this point.
I'm in summer going into 8th grade.
Okay, so you're headed to 8th grade.
Right.
Gotcha.
So all these summers prior to that, I literally am in Jamaica. I'm kicking soccer balls.
Right.
One day, the summer before 8th grade, I was bored, and I said, "What you doing today?" to my brother. He said, "I got a game." I was like, "I got nothing else to do." I'll go with you. Millbank. Went down to Millbank.
Right.
It was love at first
He'd have
sight.
been like in 10th grade. Your brother would have been in 10th
My
grade.
brother-
10th, 11th.
10th, yeah, something like
Yep,
that.
okay.
So it was love at first sight for me. Once I saw, I was like, oh my God, what is this?
Now, were you
Like-
good right away? 8th grade,
Me?
you got out there? Yeah.
Was I good?
Yeah, you're Homicide. You're a New York City legend. I want to know
No.
in 8th grade.
Baby steps, baby steps.
Yeah, I want to know in 8th grade, did you get out there?
I was a
and-
project.
Okay,
I was a project. I wasn't good at all.
okay.
Like, they'd pick you before they pick me. Literally, I gotta.
I guarantee you they'll pick you before they pick me.
You have no idea how bad I was.
That me and you are on the same level.
Trust
Well,
me.
you see, you could have leveled up. You
Right.
remember that
They
next
actually,
time. Next
when
time.
I used to
I
play
told the radio.
park ball,
Good one.
7th, 8th grade, when I used to play park ball, they would, if there'd be 10 people, I'd make 10. They would look out the park to see if they'd see anybody else coming.
Nice.
Anybody
Nice.
else
Nice.
before they pick me. That's how
bad?
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, like seriously.
I hear you.
So I used to be like, that's all right, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna bust all y'all asses.
I said
So-
the same thing.
How'd that work out?
So I ended up after watching my brother play.
You were in 8th
and
grade still?
I was going to 8th grade. I ended up going to Millbank, watching them play. I was like, look, I want to play. Ended up getting with a coach called Wayne Banner.
Shout out to Wayne Banner.
Shout out
I
to
know
Coach
exactly
Wayne
yeah,
Banner.
One of the very great coaches in New York City.
And, you know, he was my coach. I started playing with Millbank. You know, I tried out with Gauchos, got cut. Wasn't
Nice.
good enough. You know, Gauchos, it's NBA. That's the NBA
Yeah, for
of
the hood.
AAU ball.
Right.
Of course.
In New York City basketball, organized ball as a youth. That is the NBA.
get
Riverside, that is the NBA.
Long Island Panthers. Shout out to y'all.
These are NBA organizations for kids, basically.
Yeah.
I wasn't on that level. I was trash, so I needed somebody to help me, just introduce me to this game, just show me some of the fundamentals. You know,
Well, now, question, I gotta rewind that. Was your brother, obviously he was playing at this point, did you go to your brother for help first, or?
nah, he's locked in with AAU, you know, Riverside traveling here, little lads, doing
He don't
this.
care
doing
nothing
this.
about you.
Played for Manhattan Center. He played at Manhattan Center with Mason Camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rich Parker, like when they won the championship
Right.
back in the days. You know, so he was really heavy into it.
Okay.
You know, he had his own shit going
wasn't
on.
even trying to-
Then he was 3 years older than me. So my freshman year was his senior year. Then he
Gotcha.
left. He was gone.
He wasn't messing with
So
Yeah.
where did your brother go? After
college?
Yeah.
He went to JUCO in Arizona
Okay.
for 2 years. Then after that, he ended up going to La Roche University. He just started getting mad, water in his knees, injuries. He
I was
didn't
gonna
love
say,
it.
could he play? Or,
He used to be able to play.
all right, I'm gonna fast forward the story a little bit. When did you become better than your brother? I'm gonna rewind you back. I just wanna know that. I know it's always sibling rivalry, always is there. So at some point you had to be like, I could beat him.
I would say junior college.
What's your
My
brother's name?
second year, George Williams.
George Williams, I know you out there right now, 718-239-9200. Your brother over here kicking you a little bit, so
He ended up stop playing, you know, just
yeah, I mean that happens.
knees and
That's
injuries,
just
just
life.
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm in
Rewind,
middle-
yeah, we're back in the 8th grade.
I'm in 8th grade. We lose
Got a
in
new
the
coach.
championship,
Yeah.
but I'm getting better. I'm getting better, but I'm not nowhere near yet. I took the test for the day school, didn't get accepted. Took the test for LaSalle, didn't get accepted. So at this point, my options are limited because my grades weren't good.
Right.
So it was either you going to your zone school. I couldn't get to my brother's school, and I got accepted somehow to some school in the village called Washington Irving. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go down there, get the orientation, get your ID with my mom. The line might have been 20 people. I would say it was 15 girls. So I'm like, oh,
Lit.
I'm gonna love this.
Lit.
Mind you, I was a class clown in school, always playing with the girls. I was shy. I didn't have no gear. I wasn't fresh. I wasn't fly in any way, shape, or form.
know
So
the
you wasn't the
feeling.
patient wolf yet.
Not at all.
Okay.
No, you was patient. You
Far
was a
from it.
patient wolf. You
Far
just-
from it.
You
I
was
was-
patient still?
Yeah, you was still
okay.
patient.
I was a class clown.
We're gonna
man.
get some
So-
pictures up, y'all. I know somebody got some pictures of my guy right here, man. I know somebody out here gonna show me self in the 8th grade, man.
So I ended up going to Washington Irving. My mother, we were online, and my mother's like, oh yeah, you think you're gonna love this? Let's go. Didn't get my ID.
Whoa.
Takes me to a school in Harlem, 124th and Lenox Avenue.
Oh, Lord, I know this.
Little did I know this school was the #1 basketball school in the nation.
Really?
Right.
So I didn't go to Rice High School for basketball. I went for disciplinarian reasons.
Nice.
That's why I went to that school. They didn't accept me in the beginning. My mother begged the dean.
I was gonna say, did you have a
Academically,
scholarship, or how did you?
my mother paid. My mother's an RN. She paid out of pocket.
Shout out to your mother and all the mothers out there. That's dope.
Mothers
right there.
do a lot.
And
Back
you know, the dean said academically he won't be able to handle the curriculum because of my grades. My mother said, please let my son in your school. They said, look, this is what we'll do. We'll put him on academic probation for the first half of the semester.
As soon as you got there.
As soon as you get
And
there.
this your freshman year?
Freshman year, walked in the door, didn't know no Felipe. Who's Felipe Lopez? I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I don't know Reggie Freeman's of the world. I didn't play ball.
Shout out
like
to
that.
High Five, man.
You get what I'm saying? I went straight for
Yeah,
discipline.
you got in trouble.
Yeah,
Your mama
like-
said, I got something for you.
They got a dean, you know, there's structure.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And that's what I needed. So I go into Rice, play freshman. You know, I do okay.
Okay.
Play JV.
Is this, hold on now, let me make sure I got this right for everybody understanding. When you're in ninth grade and you play
Ninth grade,
freshman?
play freshman.
Okay, so did you try out for varsity? Did you try out for JV? Did you?
Try out for varsity. Are you kidding me?
Hey,
The number one high school in the nation. You will be lucky to even be in the gym when they're practicing.
okay.
This is Rice High School, legendary Rice High
Green
School.
and white.
Who else went to Rice that some people might know, I guess?
Gary Saunders, Reggie Freeman, Chudney Gray, Felipe Lopez, Ziggy, Scientific Matt, Sean Wise, Jerry McCullough.
Nice.
Like the list go on and on. For the guys that are younger, Edgar Sosa, Steve Burt, Kimber Walker.
Nice. Kenny Satterfield.
Kenny Satterfield, Dre
Yeah.
Barrett.
Yeah. So
You know,
it's,
like the list goes on and on.
I gotta
Curtis
play
Kelly.
dumb every now and then, y'all, but actually, Rice High School is probably the most notorious and legendary school, definitely in New York and possibly across the country, as the #1 school in the nation year out. You got Rice, you got St. Anthony's, and 1 and 2 Oak Hill Academy.
Oak Hill.
But for the most part, Rice, every year, if you go look at those high school rankings, Rice more than likely, they're gonna slide their way in there. So yeah, I just wanna make sure everybody understands
Yeah,
how big of a school Rice is.
This school is the real deal. If
Yeah.
you're not familiar with, internationally, if you're not familiar with high schools in New York City and still don't grasp what we're
Google.
saying, just think of your Duke universities.
Yep.
Just think of
North Carolina.
the North Carolinas of the world.
Kansas.
Kansas, those type of programs. That was the high school that I went to. So, moving forward, freshman year, I do okay.
Make the team, make the freshman team.
Made the freshman team,
Dope.
playing a little bit. Mind you, again, you need to understand how big this school is as far as talent, reputation, and name. That should let you know the type of players that are in this school.
Now, as a freshman, I know you made that team as a freshman. Did you feel like you probably could have played on a higher level at the time, or were you just
No,
happy to make the
I
freshman
was
team?
happy to make the freshman team. I knew
Okay.
the lane that I needed to be in, and I wasn't there at all for anything else but that.
Okay.
This is a baby that needs developing. I'm a project.
Were you focused on?
100%. I
Yeah,
want
were
to
you
get
focused
better.
on- okay, that's what I'm asking you now. Is you made the freshman team? Was that your mindset, or you were just like, I'm here for the girls, I'm here to chill out? or
There's
I'm-
no girls at Rice because it's an all-boys school.
Say that again.
There's no girls at Rice High School because it's all boys.
So your mother took you out of
Washington.
Public
She
school.
didn't even go to Washington Irving. He went to the line.
You went to the.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't. I just went to orientation to get a card.
Right.
I didn't even make it to day one in Rice. I mean, in Washington Irving.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in Watson Irving. I know it's a great school these
Yeah.
days.
So, you know, my freshman year, we did that. Now I'm playing with Millbank. I'm playing with Minnesink. I'm playing with these smaller programs, getting better
Yeah, okay.
slowly, but improving. Sophomore year, you know, your summers.
How old are you now?
14.
14. Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
So
Getting old.
from there, same thing on the circuit. We play JV. I know I'm getting better now because I'm feeling it. I'm doing well in the summers, citywides, Rucker tournament,
Right.
the Homicide Rucker, not
Yeah, I know what you
Uptown EBC Rucker.
So
I'm getting better.
45th, I think, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And Homicide Rucker would be 145th and at Millbank. That's where they used to play it. So sophomore year, I get MVP of JV when the season is done.
Okay.
So that lets you know I'm improving.
Right. And you
After
feel-
JV, after your sophomore year,
Can't go nowhere else.
what
but
are you
go.
supposed to go to?
Varsity. It's not enough-
Straight varsity A.
Varsity A. Let's talk
Straight
about
the
that.
varsity team. The varsity team.
Why did you say varsity A?
Because what I'm about to tell you is very important. I did not make varsity A team. MVP of JV, you should automatically go varsity.
Agreed.
And you're in Rice still.
I'm at Rice.
Okay.
What happens? I don't get selected to go varsity A. I have to play varsity B.
Okay, so that's the question I want to know because I did know that already. Who was on that varsity A team that year when you went to varsity B? Because you obviously became very successful in basketball. So I would love to hear just one or two of those people that you might remember on that varsity A team.
Felipe Lopez, Reggie Freeman.
Okay, that would be two good people.
But, I mean, that's the year they won.
Felipe Lopez went on to the NBA, played for Minnesota, St. John's, a few other people.
Texas, Reggie Freeman.
Reggie Freeman, high
led
five.
Texas in scoring. Like I think he's still
The
got
original
record.
left-hand bandit. Shout out to you, Reggie.
Shout out to Reg. So that team was so stacked. They ended up taking, that coach Lou DeMello took 2 other players from my JV team and put them on varsity.
Okay.
And I was just like, wow, like, I got MVP of JV. The next step is varsity.
Okay.
And he didn't put me on the team, which was, obviously I was sick about it. But
And we're talking your junior year now.
my
then.
junior year.
Okay, so we got 2 more years of school
I had to
left.
play varsity B. I played varsity B.
What was that like, and did that affect your confidence as far as playing?
It didn't affect my confidence. It was just the fact that I'll show you.
Right. That made you work harder.
I'll show you were wrong to make that decision.
But who did he pick over you?
He picked 2 other players that was on
remember
my
their name?
team. He picked Lamar Fields
He didn't do too well.
and what's Cal last name? Calvin Harris, which is my man. So he ended up picking those players, and they won the city that year.
Okay.
They won city and state. So
They won it like every.
Yeah. They
it
won
wasn't.
city.
It wasn't lucky that they won it again.
Yeah, they won city and state, and I played varsity B. In your project, you're underdog, so that's just the route that I had to go. Fair enough. Played varsity B, got MVP again. Lou DeMello them, they leave. Everybody, Lou DeMello leaves and goes somewhere
So
else.
it got to be a spot on varsity A.
Senior year.
Gotta be.
I have to play there.
That's how I
all
feel
those
now.
guys are gone.
Right.
Coach gone, regime change. Mo Hicks come in. I'm playing varsity A my senior year. I might have played, I don't know, maybe I averaged like 10 points. I was more defense. I was a Patrick Beverly.
Gotcha. And that's how he used you. So
That's how it was.
That's what you became.
I'm gonna come in, you guard Sham guard. You guard this guy.
Guard Sham
You
guard.
guard him. You attempt to guard Sham.
Yeah. God, shit.
Shout out to Sham.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to him. I used to
Yeah.
just move, thought that was something when I
Well,
learned
everybody
So, yeah, like that's what I was. I was a utility player. I would come in, probably average like 8 or 10. I don't even remember, but it was no more than 10.
Patrick Beverly. Gotcha.
Yeah, and I got a scholarship offer to a junior college because of my varsity B assistant coach helped me get that. So now I'm on varsity A.
But the B
And
coach is the one
The
still
varsity B coach
making moves for you.
made a move for me and got me an opportunity to go to college for free.
Now let me ask you this before we get to college. Were there any other colleges after you, or did you have any other opportunities? Was this the only?
I mean, this was
school
for me
or- Yeah.
the only opportunity because I didn't pass my SAT.
Okay.
So I had to go JUCO,
Well, me and you got
which
something in
I
common.
knew because half the shit on the SAT I didn't know anyway.
Yeah. I don't think it's designed for the
It's not designed,
urban.
100%. And I
Another
went to
conversation.
private school. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole nother day.
And I went in there, I looked at the test, I'm like, I don't know none of this stuff.
Oh Lord.
I felt the same way
So,
that Saturday.
I mean, I pretty much
I went.
finished. I was just like, man, let me just circle it, whatever sounds right.
Oh, you had it at junior college. That's what you
I'm like, I'm going to JUCO anyway.
That's what you said to
I
yourself.
don't need to pass.
I'm
the
not gonna
SAT.
qualify anyway, yeah.
Cool. Graduated. Before I graduated, I looked everybody in their eye on that team, and I said, look, I ain't good now, but I'm gonna catch all of y'all, and I'm gonna bust y'all ass one day.
No, before you get there,
And they laughed at me.
is that list that you said you made?
Not yet.
I went to get to the list. I know that
alright,
can't be the list
alright.
because he's a.
Okay.
Right.
Let me ask you this: Are the players that you said that about at the time? this is a little bit me messing with you a little bit. Did you still have your West Indian accent?
No.
Were you still had you converted all the way into New York at this point?
I always had a New York accent, even though I was Jamaican. I always sounded like this.
Yeah, because when you said you were Jamaican before, I didn't know. I'm trying to get this
How
picture.
far Jamaican am I?
I'm trying to get this picture. Are you in 8th grade with flip flops on and everybody else got sneakers and then you just you go.
Don't disrespect the Bronx. Don't disrespect the Bronx like that.
I'm just saying. I want to know where he was at with it.
Even though Jamaican descent, I wasn't.
You were a Bronx
typical,
kid.
Yeah, I'm a Bronx kid. I wasn't like a typical, like
Come
a
on,
Jamaican
y'all
on
see some
White
West
Plains
Indians
Road.
and they're like, they just got here and
that's
no.
That's up here. That's up here.
I just want to know where he was at because he made a drastic jump from point A to point B. So I'm trying to really make sure we can draw this picture up for everybody so they can see this. We are now headed to college.
We're headed to college. Graduate.
Talk about the college.
Mom's happy. Go to Penn Valley Community College in Kansas City, Missouri. And my freshman year, I'm sitting behind a guy.
Hey, give me an age. Freshman year.
Freshman year, you're 18. 17, 18.
17, 18. Did you feel like, were you happy to go to that school at the time?
Free scholarship, playing ball. I was delighted.
Okay.
Now let me ask you something. You said you went to a junior college.
Right.
Because I had a friend who got offered to go to junior college for football, but refused.
Why?
For whatever reason, he felt like he was A-level.
Okay.
Now explain to the kids listening now how important junior college is.
Very important.
When you're trying to get to the league and you feel you're number one and you feel you're the great, but junior college is still getting your game together.
If you feel you're number one and you're the greatest and you have no offers, guess what? You're not number one and you're not the greatest.
There you go.
That's the number one thing.
That's reality.
Okay.
A lot of us are in bubbles. We're gonna get there in a little bit. Let me just catch you up to how I'm here.
Got you.
All right. So, JUCO, freshman year, playing behind the guys as a sophomore. Junior college, you got 2 years. That's it.
Get her done.
Freshman year, got no playing time because I'm playing in front of pretty much damn near All-American.
You're a senior.
Yeah, so I got to sit my time. That was it. We end up Division II JUCO. We end up winning the championship. What the fuck can I say?
Andre
Nothing.
Iguodala.
Straight up. Can't say anything.
We won.
Won it. I wanted to transfer schools because I wanted to go somewhere else and play. I think the coach didn't really like me.
Right.
This is what you always
think. That's where we go first.
You know what I'm saying? He don't like me. This wasn't the right opportunity when you look back. Wasn't the time for you to play. He's more experienced and he's the better guy now. So we're going with him.
And they won a championship.
What can you say? So the coach comes to me and was like, listen, look, I know you're upset. I'll help you transfer if you want to go. I'm leaving and going to another school. So you let me know. You can stay here or I'll help you find another school. I'm like, well, shit, if you leaving, I'm good. Assistant coach comes in, loves me. Said, it's your world. You got to rock next season. I wrote down over the summer everything I wanted to accomplish at that school. Again, I'll show you.
I have a question. When you start to write this stuff down, I know how this works. I read a lot. Did you feel like that helped you?
Kept me focused.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for because once you see it on paper, you're taking a look at it, you touch it, it becomes a physical property to you.
No doubt.
Did you feel like that was a big
It's
help?
a reminder constantly. This is where you need to go.
Today?
100%.
Okay.
So I wrote down everything. I want to be Region 16 Player of the Year. I want to be MVP of the team. I want to go back to the championship and win it. I want to be an All-American. I want to average the most points. I want to do this. I did everything on that list, but we lost in the championship. The national championship. We lost by 2.
Wow.
I did everything on the list. Junior college first team All-American. It's me, Alvin Young.
Yeah.
No, you know Al. Me, Alvin Young, Eddie Robinson. Remember Eddie Robinson? He used to play with the Bulls. He was like 6'9", 6'10".
You could do a little bit of that.
Did everything.
Yeah.
He had the AI braids.
He was the start of the high braids.
Yeah, so he was All-American. It was a legitimate team. So now I did my 2 years, graduate with my associates, and now it's time
Let's
to...
not gloss over that for a second,
Okay.
man. You graduated with your associate's degree. What did you get your associate's degree in?
Arts.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
don't worry, I got
shit.
the same thing.
Yeah, so,
I just want to make sure everybody that's listening understands
associates
that
in arts.
He does have a degree and he didn't went on. Go ahead.
Yeah, we come from a family that people are educated, and that's the norm. Like, that's nothing even for us.
I mean, you mentioned that your mom's an RN.
Yeah,
and now, it seems like she wasn't playing with you in your education.
Yeah, no.
That's why she sent you to Rice.
We West Indian, man. You know, West
I
Indian.
know
Get
that.
your education.
No,
I forget the education.
There you go. I knew you had it in you. I knew it was there somewhere, some rice and peas or something.
Man.
Something was in you. We up here, man.
So, I ended up getting that, and I had a couple of opportunities.
Okay. We had the D1. We had it then.
We're heading Division I. I had Washburn University, which is Division II, top 3 school in the nation, big time D2 school. I had Alabama State. I had Niagara University.
Shout out to Buffalo, I think.
Those were the 3 I had.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I'm like, well, Washburn is at my games every day. They're in Kansas, of course. They're right there. I'm like, you can get caught up in Division I, Division II. What do New York guards do? We going D1. We ain't going D2.
Ain't nothing else to
There's
talk
no
about.
respect. You can't get to where you trying to go to if
Especially
you
coming
go
from
Division II. No way.
Especially coming from here.
Right? So, Coach Bob Chipman, I'll never forget him. We'll get back to him real quick. Alabama State, Niagara. I'm ready now. My game is up, my weight is up, my mind is right. I'm ready for a good mid-major Division I school. Great schedule. I want to go to Niagara, and it's upstate New York. Bet. Playing in the Garden in these tournaments, coming back, playing a really good schedule. Why not? And they are not so good, which means I'm going to have to rock.
I can play.
I wrote that summer, going into my sophomore year. I'm gonna back up before this season ends. I used to get the college books. You see preseasons, what you ranked in, blah, 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 for 4-year schools. I literally would look at the bottom feeders of each conference and see what guards are there and write to schools. I wrote to schools.
Yeah, that's hungry.
Schools write to players when they're good. That's what you got letters, da-da-da. I did the opposite because I knew no one knew me. And please come look at me, just come watch me.
You wasn't Homicide at this point.
My name is Corey Williams. It was Corey Williams.
Shout out to
was
Corey
regular.
Williams.
That's it. That's what it was.
I ain't committed a crime yet.
And please come watch me. Please come watch me play. Please listen to my demo. Please, just like that.
Yeah.
Same shit. I would get letters and they say, okay, whatever. It's generic
Right.
letter. But they mailed back. So I was just trying to get exposure however I could. I didn't know if it would even happen, but just an opportunity for them to come see me, come watch me play. I'm about to kill this shit. Got nothing. Go up to Niagara University. Me, Alvin Young, and another guard. Say, y'all go play. So we in the gym, we playing this shit, pretty much all 3 of us. Same type of plays, just scorers.
Yeah.
They sit us down in the office and said, look, how you guys like it here? We all love it. You want to come here? Yeah. You want to come here? Yeah. You want to come here? Yeah. Okay, this is what we're going to do.
Y'all got to play for.
Even worse. This is what they're going to do. You guys leave here. We love to have any one of y'all. Whoever calls us at 8 o'clock, get the scholarship.
They flipped a coin. This is crazy.
I want you to listen to that again. You tell young men, as an adult, go home and whoever calls us first at 8 o'clock gets the scholarship. What the fuck is that? Can you imagine your son
Niagara.
going on a visit and you tell kids some shit like that?
I have a question. Who made the call at 8 o'clock?
I call at 7:55.
That's my guy right there, 718-239-9200. He is hungry. Be clear about
They
that. He
like,
wasn't
well,
afraid.
it's not 8 o'clock yet.
No, I understand what you're.
I didn't even
I
call
know-
back after that.
I know exactly what you're saying
Because it was bullshit.
Because fraternities do that, and I know exactly where you was determined. I would have called at tried 7:55 too, but
Yeah, they
an
was playing with
asinine
everybody.
person like that would be like, I said 8.
And they
Like,
were,
that's fucked up.
they were
don't
playing with
put
everybody.
a fucking kid in a position like that. Pick who you want, that's it.
Right.
Alvin Young ends up going there.
Of course.
Junior year, what happens? Leads the nation in scoring. Senior year, like second in scoring. You know what that means? He's
NBA.
fucking set. He's set. And that's what slipped through the cracks. That's the bullshit in the game that you don't know. Imagine your fucking son going somewhere like that.
And they tell
That
me,
changes the course of everything, potentially. If he
everyone's
ain't
life.
strong enough.
yeah,
Let's move forward.
How did that make you feel when they said that? Like, did you feel your game wasn't there, or are you still
No,
confident?
I just came to find out that his head coach at JUCO was the assistant back in the day for the Niagara University's head coach.
Ah.
So he had the plug.
Okay.
Of course, it's
Politics in it,
Right,
always
right.
politics.
718-239-9200. Homicide is giving us some deep conversation. What we got to do, though, man, it got a little deep. We got to lighten the mood up for a quick second. We're going to come back with the rest of the story, and we want to bring us all the way up to date. I feel like we in college right now.
No,
We in college.
We in
about to-
college.
I didn't go to college yet.
I feel like we headed right towards D1. I want to
Right.
get us out of here. And Ty, give us something right quick. We're going to give the Ty about 5 minutes. We're going to come back and finish up the story, though, man. This is getting deep, man.
This shit's getting deep.
Yeah, man. American Dream Radio, Homicide. Man, we had to break into a little West Indian Jamaican treat right here. I got my guy Homicide in the building giving us his good real talk today. Made sure I got him some music on right quick to keep him back up and pumping. But let me get all our listeners up to date, man, a little bit, man. I know right now we were talking, and when we put this together with the magic of Hollywood, it's going to happen all at the same time. But here right now, they need to know that the struggle sort of got you. At this point, you are now headed towards, I want to say, a Division I program. You just went through some things and battled it out at Niagara to get that last scholarship. And at the last second, they sort of poo-putted you around a little bit. And Alvin, what's my guy, Alvin Williams?
Al Young.
Alvin
Alvin
Young.
Young.
I'm sorry, Alvin Young ends up with the scholarship. And you're sort of in the same, you leaving junior college. You don't know what you're about to do. Talk to me about what that next move was.
It was disappointing, first of all, because I really had my heart and soul set on that. But you know, it happens. Now you got to figure out what's in front of you. I got Division II, Washburn University with Bob Chipman, who's the coach, and you have Alabama State. So I was like, well, I could go down to Alabama State and get the pill. I gotta get
Alabama
these
State,
numbers.
D1, D2?
Division I. Alabama
Nice.
State is Division I in the SWAC conference. And, you know, I can go down there and get the ball and make some things happen. I would love to go to HBCU. And in my head, well, it's going to be like a different world. Everybody remember that show, right? Yo,
that's
in
what-
college,
we all
I'm like,
thought that was
yo,
college, right?
I still
that's what
remember
it's
that.
going to be. Like, I'm going.
What happened when you got down there?
Before I went there, I saw the visit. I went back to Washburn University. Bob Chipman was Bobby Knight's assistant coach with the Olympic team.
Right.
When he went over there with Jordan,
84.
84, something like that. Right. So Bob Chipman is a well-connected coach. Very connected. They had a player that got drafted. Name was Dan Bowie. He got a player that just got drafted to the league by Chicago. So that program is a serious Division II program. At the end of the day, when you're naive, you're gonna say what? I'm going to D1. I don't care. He said, look, Corey, I'm gonna tell you this. We'll basically give you the plate. Anything you want and need on some like blue chip shit.
Would you have, if you got it to do all
If
over?
I could have done it all over again,
Yeah, I'm
I would
going
have
there.
went to Washburn University.
Okay. Washburn
100%.
University, I hear that, man.
Coach
Don't give
Chipman,
up.
I never forgot what you said. I go to Alabama State. My junior year, I averaged 15. I'm good.
We're talking the league.
Things are rolling. I'm like, well, look. All I gotta get is one layup and one 3-point play. That's 20.
Yeah.
If I get 20 points per game
They gotta let you
in
win.
Division I,
They gotta
I'm
let
gonna
you
have a look. My senior year, you know, those small schools, you get them tough schedules. You're getting smacked by Arkansas, Kareem Reed, Arkansas, Nola Richardson, 40 minutes
that
of
was
hell
tough.
press.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's tough.
Come
right
on, man. At Alabama, at DePaul, we getting smacked.
Yeah.
The coach literally says, man, I'm gonna get the young boys ready. Sunk my senior year. Ended up
man.
averaging like, I'm splitting time with a freshman. Ended up just my senior season done. So now I graduate. And got my degree in criminal justice. I'm trying to figure out life.
That's
All right?
all that's got. Hold
I'm
on,
trying
one
to-
more time. Hold on, I gotta rewind that, man. So you graduated, you got the degree in criminal justice?
Yeah.
All right, let's make
And
sure.
I wanted to specialize in juvenile. The specialization was juvenile justice.
Okay.
I never wanted to work in the system because I feel it desensitizes you and hardens you up.
I just want to make sure everyone knows that the reason that, and I'm very feel strong about, I hate to interrupt you, I'm sorry, the reason that you're able to give us these type of stories and talk so eloquently about what happened, I feel like a lot of it has to do with the experience of the college and the travel and those type of things. Maybe at the time you couldn't see it, but I think now that you're here, you probably would agree with me. Like
100%.
That's made you able to do what you're doing now. So, shout out to you for getting your associates and your bachelors, and the rest of my athletes, I do have that under their belt. It's helpful.
So now, this is when now I'm starting to try to figure out, you get letters as a senior, you get letters for free agent camps.
Yep.
I'm not good, I'm not that good, but I'm way better than I was when my freshman year at Rice.
Right.
So now I'm like, okay, I have no money.
Welcome to the college life.
How am I gonna get to these free agent camps? I'm in Montgomery, Alabama. They got free agent camps in Atlanta, down in Mississippi, so I gotta get there. I'm literally at this point calling my old coach from JUCO. Can I get a couple of dollars? My mom sent me a little bit of money.
You trying to get to where you need to get?
I'm hustling, trying to get to these camps, and I gotta pay for them. And I'm even asking girls that I was seeing at school, like, yo, let me get this money. Could you drive me here?
Of course.
Let me hold your car. Let me go to Atlanta to go try out with this tournament for the weekend. All this kind of stuff. Driving me 2 hours to Atlanta. Love it. That's love and support.
Right.
So this is what I had to do. So one day, I went to them. I went to the clinics. I went to the free agent camps. Nothing came out of it. You rolling the dice. And trying to get exposure, and it didn't happen. So what I had to do the next day, well, not the next day, but I'm in my dorm one day. Just reading the magazine. Slam. I'm just like, man.
Shout out to Slam, man. Basketball diary.
They talking about street ball players killing it. Guy went overseas. I said, well, guess I gotta try this. Just like that. Because there's nothing else.
Up until that point, had you played street ball for real?
No,
Your
I was
senior
just
in high- your
playing.
senior- yeah.
I was just playing citywide and Rucker, Homicide Rucker.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not in these tournaments like, some guys are nice and they could play.
Right.
Like Future's son right now. He's playing at Rucker Park in the summers
right now.
as a freshman in high school.
Shout out to
in
Malloy.
college.
Shout out to Malloy.
You know how amazing that is to get that type of experience at that young of an age?
Let me ask you something. How you feel about Rucker now? Because to me, it's totally different.
Hold on. We're going to get to that street boy.
Okay.
I'm just trying to build it up.
Yeah, I like it.
So
I like
pretty much we're here now. Because I done graduated college.
Right.
And I'm like, well,
now what?
what am I going to do now? This is my only opportunity to get exposure, to get a shot at playing professional. Can you imagine that?
No.
I literally believed in my head that I'm going to get a shot going pro by playing and killing street ball.
Did you say this to anyone out loud?
No, because I was just like, listen, I gotta figure this shit out. And anybody in front of me is food, straight the fuck
Now
up.
let me ask you this. I got two questions. How did you get on the team in the Rutgers? Because these become fraternity type things.
Right.
And you already told me that you were not in the mix at this point.
Here's what I
So
did.
how did you jump back from
Here's what
Alabama
I
to
did.
get back to New York City?
That is
and
fucking, this is where we going with it.
See how I know the questions
This
to
where
ask?
we going with
See how
it.
I know the questions to ask?
Everybody remembers Corey Williams from Rice.
Yep.
They ain't seen the polished project that's no longer a project anymore.
Right.
They ain't seen the hard work that I put in JUCO. They ain't seen the hard work that I put in Alabama
So why would
State.
they put you on the team?
So why the fuck would they put me on the team? You know what I did? I wrote a list down of every hot person that played point guard to the wing. I don't give a fuck about big men because I ain't no big man. Anybody that played
Shout out to
position,
my big men.
Anybody that played position 1 to 3, and you was good, and they calling your name, you was on that fucking list.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
You want to throw those names out there?
We're gonna get there in a second.
Do you have that list still?
Nah.
Just
That list was.
You don't have to. Just give me some names. You know?
I'm gonna tell you what happened the first day I touched down.
Okay.
Back
So
in New
you
York.
back in New York.
Right.
Back in New York.
No
Where the
offers
run
across
at?
seas?
Where is the run at?
Is there no offers at this point from anywhere else?
Offers. No one even knows my name. There's no offers.
So you finished
There's no
Alabama
agent.
State,
There's
went
nothing.
to JUCO,
I'm back home.
back home. You got your degree in criminal justice.
Yep.
You're 18. No, I'm sorry. You are 22.
22,
now.
let's say.
Okay, you got your degree in criminal justice. You're 22, and you're like, I'm not working. I'm gonna play some ball. Is that what you're thinking?
That's it. That degree was for my mother. That
Okay.
degree was not for me.
Shout out to that degree.
Okay. That's how,
That degree was not for me.
most of the time. That's how I been.
I knew what I was gonna do.
I have a degree in communications. I never had interest in it, so I get it.
Here's what happens. I go to
you're home.
Gaucho Gym.
Open run.
Bevon Robin.
Shout out to Bev.
Future.
Rice.
Shane. Kev Blackness. So this is how it rolls. When you're good and you say, yo, we got the run here today, everybody else is coming where you say the run is at. This is when people used to play ball.
Right.
Gaucho Gym lit. Game was 11. I got on the first game. Game was 11.
Only one way to stay on.
I had 9 out the 11. Future stopped the game and said, yo, listen, give me a number now. You playing with me in Rucker. You playing me this summer. That's how I got on at Rucker at first. Next day, West 4th. The run start at 3 o'clock. I'm there at 2. I was there every day. And I knew if you was that guy, I'm going to pick you up full court.
A lot of people don't do that.
I'm going to turn you 3 times.
Hold on, I'm
You
sorry.
ain't going to fucking score.
You gotta remember that people don't understand the language. What does turn you 3 times even mean?
I'm going to play defense and I'm going to cut you off and play really good defense on you before you even hit half court.
So ultimately, this is it. When you have to adjust your position on the basketball court to be turned multiple times, we call that as a turnover about to happen. So I know we was going with it. I just want everybody else to
100%.
understand it. Like simply put, when he said I'm going to turn this person, means that when that Patrick Beverly is guarding a person in the backcourt, for instance, every time he gets that person to switch directions, he turned them.
You
turned
got
it.
it.
You turned them 3 times?
Let's finish this because we got
They need
something
to
good
know.
here.
Don't worry,
got
we
it.
ain't worried about that clock. We ain't
So
worried about that
so
clock.
okay.
We're going to get through this.
So
Got
from
it.
that, if you don't want to guard me, I'm going to do a pick and roll and make you guard me if you're the marquee player. I'm only going for marquee players. You the man, I'm coming at you. You don't even know I'm coming. That's the worst thing ever.
I got a question.
Cool, go ahead.
Do you know the first marquee player that this? Because at one point you're at the Rutgers. You got here now, right?
The first.
Now it happens. The game start. You hear Booby Smooth, or you hear my guy. I'm sorry right now. You hear him talking. They hyping his game up, right? Hannibal. Shout out to you and Booby Smooth. You hear them talking, and then you look up. Do you remember that first player?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Because at that point, the first game I had 35.
Okay.
Right? It was raining. It was indoor at Gaucho Gym.
Yeah.
They didn't know me. My name
didn't
started
count.
out as the hard worker.
It didn't count. It didn't count you.
Okay.
It didn't count you.
Oh, this the hard worker. Oh, this. As the game progressed, my name got more dangerous and more dangerous.
Like it's supposed to.
Hannibal and EJ the Mayor.
I know the answer to this already, but I just want to.
Hannibal and EJ the Mayor.
Hannibal, I know you listening 718-239-9200. Hannibal, don't be like that. We need you to get up here, and we need you to get the story all the way right, because we know that you had a lot to do with this name right here, the most dangerous player in 155th Street, the original name.
They called me at first C Homicide.
Right.
At the end of that game. The following week, we played Posse. This one, it was 3 times, they 3-peat. Mm-hmm. They dropped the C.
I had Big Nappy or something.
They dropped Captain Nappy.
And this is still Gaucho you
dropped
playing
the
No,
at?
we're in the Rutgers now.
Okay.
At Rucker now.
55th.
Yeah, we here.
It was when it rains, they bring you inside.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
This is the following
Yeah,
week.
gotcha.
So we played Posse. I had 40. They dropped the C. It was Homicide since. So at this point, like,
Who we giving credit for the name?
Hannibal.
Officially, is
Hannibal.
Is Hannibal the first one to say
Hannibal.
homicide, anti-homicide?
Yeah.
Or
I
just,
think Hannibal
Hannibal.
gives all the names.
No.
Just
Booby
depends.
Smooth
It's
is a lot of
different
people.
ones. Different
Yeah,
ones.
there's a lot of people out
Yeah.
there hurt right now behind that. But
So at this point, everywhere I'm playing, I'm just killing whoever's in front of me. Now, mind you, you can't conquer and catch everybody one summer because it's like
Right.
reputation.
you can't fight Mayweather today because you nice.
Right.
Like, nigga, you better beat all them other niggas.
Right.
I ain't even thinking about you. You just had one good summer. So it took me a while. It took me years. I was just cooking cooking everybody because I had nothing else.
So then you building your resume. What year is this? Like you cooking?
2000.
Okay.
So you had been up
2000 when I
year.
began.
That was a
2000.
good year.
2000. I got my shot. Okay, let's say 04. Now, mind you, I'm going overseas. Moved to Colorado. Had my
So
daughter
see,
2
I
years later.
want to miss that because this is important. You're killing in the Ruckus that first year, okay? That's the first year we're talking about 35, 40 points. When did you get an offer that first time to go across seas before we even get the shot of the league or anything? I want to talk about that too.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Because you got an
this is
opportunity.
important.
Yeah,
This is very important.
I don't want to miss this.
So after that first year,
Summer,
Sid Jones, that first summer, Sid Jones,
Brooklyn. Brooklyn.
I got all everybody kept saying was, listen, you need to meet Sid Jones. You need to meet Sid. I'm like, listen, whoever can fucking help me, I'll meet whoever.
Yeah.
He got me a job. I said, listen, I want to play ball. Him and James Ryan.
Yeah. Ryan James, he used to be assistant coach for, not assistant coach, assistant scout, something. New York Knicks, I know these people, so shout out to you, Ryan.
And, you know, they said, look, listen, Corey, I'm like, listen, I want to go play anywhere you give me a job. I don't care what it is. I just cannot be home this winter. I got to go play somewhere.
$2,000 a month.
This is what they say. You know, we could get you on this Globetrotter tour. So I'm like, Globetrotter tour? I said, all right. But they said, look, you're not a Globetrotter, though. So I said, what
you know
mean?
who you are.
He says, you're going to be with the New York Nationals. I said, what's that?
Not the
He
Globetrotters.
said, that's the team that loses to the Globetrotters every day. So I'm like,
I mean,
I bet, whatever.
DJ Fly Ty actually DJs right now. I want to say, is that the Globetrotter still, or?
He DJ for the Nationals.
Yeah, Magic Masters, you know, they done moved the teams, but, you know, he on the road with them all the time, so that's funny that you.
So understand, people out there, my first job being paid to play basketball was
To
lose every game with the New York Nationals. I was the team that the Globetrotters beat and clown on their tour.
Was it scripted?
It is scripted.
People ask this all the time, and I want to know.
Yeah, scripted. You practice the magic circle, so because you know, technically you're not supposed to mess it up or steal the ball. Part of it is it's a show.
Of course.
So let's say it's 4 quarters, 12 minutes. So to go, the first 4 minutes is the show. They come in, throw the dunks, all kind of shit they do. You just looking like a damn idiot. You know, it's a job. You know what I mean? You're role playing.
They're cutting the check.
So then, like maybe for like 3 minutes, it gets real ball.
Okay.
And then it goes back the last 4 minutes, the show.
To make sure they win.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So, but we're playing for real. The green team is always trying to score.
Right.
But you gotta play damn near perfect to win, let alone be in a game. So the first day I come in the locker room, I'm like, yeah, fellas, we're gonna bust they out. I'm super confident. I'm like, we're gonna kill them today. Come on, y'all. They in the locker room like,
We've lost.
this guy's clearly he doesn't know what's going on. He got himself into.
Right.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, y'all don't know who I am. I'm Homicide. We about to kill these dudes. Ain't no. By the end of that game, we lost by 25.
Nice.
Yo, by that weekend, I was like, yo, what the fuck did I get myself into?
Did you feel like them after that, or did you still have that competitive spirit going forward, or you just was like?
Every day I was trying to kill him. Every game. I'm like, I'm gonna get one of these games. I'm gonna get one.
So, and within that 3 minutes, how hard was it for you to score, being that you Homicide?
It wasn't hard. We played against Globetrotters.
Yeah,
It's easy to score.
Yeah.
But they get show points. When they doing the show and all this stupid shit, they do like, woo, the guy comes and dunks like this. It's a show.
Yeah.
You know, so anyway.
You're playing as hard as you can, and they get show points.
No doubt. We finished that. I come back home next summer, you know, that following summer, and I'm on the circuit again. I ended up,
When we say the circuit, we're talking about the New York street ball circuit or the?
New York.
Okay.
I finished the Washington Generals. Then from there, Sid Jones got me on Brooklyn Kings,
Shout out to the
USBL.
Brooklyn Kings, Kenny Kings, I see you, man.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Ended up.
Charles Jones, Mike Campbell.
Ended up averaging 22. Numbers was there.
Right.
Got a job to go to DR, Dominican Republic.
Nice place
So
to
I'm
be.
like, hell yeah. Now it's starting to go. Finished up the season there, and then jumped right into street ball.
Of course, what else?
Playing.
How old were you? That's necessary.
24? 23, 24.
So you're about 2 years removed from college at this point, almost.
1 year removed from
1
college.
year, okay.
2 years, 2 years.
2 years, because
2 years, right. Boom, do that, have a good street ball, ended up getting an agent, got a job to go to Brazil.
Was this your first agent?
First agent and first full season job.
Who handled your contracts prior to this first agent? Because you played with the Generals, where I know you had to sign some type of paperwork.
Contract. St. Jones, you get $2,000 a month.
Hey,
You ain't worried about that that ain't no, you like, listen, you got $2,000 a month and you got
per diem.
800 per diem. So the 800 came out of the 2,000.
Of course.
So you had the $1,200 check going home, but you had the 800 cash for the month.
You ain't need much money.
Wow.
You fresh out of school, what you need? What you got? Oh, be home and do nothing?
Okay.
The hustle, that's the hustle's beginning, right then. Go to Brazil, first time out the country.
Where at in Brazil?
I was in Belo Horizonte in Minas Gerais, that's the state.
Yeah, they said you did some nice countries though. You good.
So, did that, was a great experience. This one, Brazil League was tough.
Was this
You
your
had Nene
first-
Hilario. You had Leandrino Barbosa. You had Alex. You had they had Marcelo was playing.
I feel like we missed something though, and I want to rewind us for a second. You went to the DR.
Yeah.
That's your first time going out of the country across season, those type of things?
Yes, that was the first
That
job that I had.
experience, I want to make sure we talk about that for a quick second. You leave New York City, you're a New York kid. Obviously, you've been to Alabama, you had obviously been other places. You get to DR. This is a different country now.
Yep.
What was that? Talk
It's
about
awesome,
that.
but it's really, you don't count DR really like a different country, even though it is because we're from New York.
Yeah.
So it's like you're in DR in certain areas anyway. I grew
Shout
up
out to
in
the
predominantly
Bronx.
Right.
Hispanic neighborhood anyway, so
Shout out to the Bronx.
it was no different for me. Like, you're just on the island, you have an opportunity. I'm just like, look, get me on the court, let me put in this work, push some numbers up, and get filmed. That's all I'm about.
Of course.
We go to the beach, we hang out, we chill and do a little bit of that, and it was great to have that
Was it a
experience.
hard adjustment, as I guess as I'm getting at? Living out there, because you lived out there, I'm sure, for more than a month.
Well, I was there for like 2 months.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much harder of an adjustment because I wasn't there long enough, and it's the Caribbean, and I'm an island boy anyway, so
Nice.
that really wasn't that much of an adjustment at all.
All right, so let's get you back out. I just
All
want to
right,
make sure
bet.
that they ain't
We in
missed that.
Brazil.
Yeah, you're in Brazil now.
Now
Year done
Brazil is
passed.
awesome, and at this point, as old as I am, there's no Skype, the internet is not even really that awesome. It's not rolling like how it is now. There's no FaceTime, there's no none of that.
Okay,
So you had calling cards still.
nice.
So
I've been there.
it was a great experience there. Didn't get an opportunity to go back. The following year, I didn't have a job. The agent didn't get me anything. I was home all winter.
What did you do that when it did just stay
I was just in
shape?
Denver, Colorado, just in the gym training. That's when I was living in Colorado.
Okay,
So I ended up getting a job working in a gym.
nice.
So the guy, he believed in me. He's like, I know you can hoop. Just you have access to the gym. Just train some little kids every now and then.
Yeah.
But you're just in the gym, just balling, really. So I didn't even really count that as a job.
Right.
But I needed some kind of money coming in.
Right.
This is when there was street money in New York. So guys would literally fly me on planes back to New York to play games at Rucker and pay me.
Yeah.
I would use that weekend or however long I would be here to play in other tournaments with other teams, and they would pay me.
Of course.
So this shit really was feeding me.
They were still gambling on the game.
Straight up. It was
didn't know.
feeding me. And I was like, listen, I gotta really kill, because at some point somebody gonna have to see something.
Right.
Games fast forward, I didn't go anywhere that summer. The next year, I ended up working out for an agent in Denver, Colorado. He gave me, he brought a bunch of guys to the gym, we filmed it. And what I did was I said, give me this film. I took it to a video distribution place, and I made highlights.
Genius.
I made a highlight
Genius.
tapes, and I brought it to a guy, and I said, give me 50 copies of this. I said, I don't have any money to pay you. What I did was, at the time, my ex-wife, she worked for a company, and they would always give her tickets. She worked for like a nonprofit at the time. And they would give her tickets. So a lot of times, a lot of the kids wouldn't go to the games because it was during the school week.
Right.
So some of those tickets I took and gave to the man and said, look,
Leverage.
I need your help. I'm trying to do something. I don't have any money. I have tickets for games. I'll give you tickets for this team versus, you know, the Nuggets or this team.
I just want to mess with you for a second and say to all artists out there, if you're not listening to anything else, and I want to address the artists for a quick second when I say this. This man has told you that he played for free. He has traveled for free. He's done a lot of stuff for free because he believed in his ability to do something so well that he said, hey, I'll do it for free. I'll do it at any type of moment or any place I could. So I just thought that was something that we need to point out. I know a lot of artists think that they could just, not even artists, basketball players, people think that it's just some microwave world that we live in where you wake up tomorrow and you're Homicide, one of the New York City legends, and to hear the journey is just like, man, this wasn't an overnight success. It plays better on YouTube.
Nothing from it. Far from it.
So yeah, you're running around.
I ended up getting the tapes. Then a friend of mine worked for a certain mail company, and he gave me some inside information.
Okay.
And I basically went to Eurobasket, and the same thing I did in college, the colleges.
Yeah, of course, Eurobasket.
I went to Eurobasket, went to agencies, and got their address. And mailed all those videos out. I'm just hoping. Please listen to my demo. Please listen to my demo. No one bit.
No one bit.
No one bit. But that's what I had to do. This is the hustling thing.
Right.
And on top of that, still playing. One person bit. Sorry, one person bit. His name was Larry Cubis. He died too. God bless the dead. He was an agent that believed in me from New Jersey. Ended up flying me to Italy to play in the Treviso Summer League.
Yeah.
This is a summer league for Europe. It's like NBA Summer League.
Yeah, it's the highest of the Europe.
In Europe.
Yeah.
You kill there,
getting a job.
You are getting a job. You do okay there, you're getting a job. Treviso Summer League.
Tel Aviv.
I went there and led the league in scoring. I left there with 5 offers, potential offers. I had another agent who was on deck with me, a European one. Flew me, like I said, Larry Cubis flew me out to Milan. You know, he was a successful man. Had a restaurant out there, partnered up. So I stayed at a hotel close to the restaurant, ate there, and went out there and did my thing. And I come back home, super excited. It's on. I'm on. I went to Treviso Summer League and killed it. This is how things fell apart. One job, they took a guy who took somebody else. Cool. Another job, took somebody else. The one job that I wanted, signed an ex-NBA player.
Nice.
Another job that I wanted, signed a guy with way more experience. And the last job, they just went another direction. How the fuck do you leave Treviso Summer League with not one fucking job and you lead the league in scoring?
Right.
The world we live in.
You understand how crushed that? You don't even understand how crushed I was. I was so crushed that I quit playing ball.
Wow.
I say, yo, fuck this, yo. I can't do this shit no more. There's no way. 5.
This is my chance. Yeah, I should have did something.
Got nothing. I went and got a suit, and I was gonna go to an interview. That retirement might have lasted like maybe just 4 days. I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play ball.
Right.
Got back in the gym, and that summer I came home, played again. Rucker ridiculously to where they brought for playoffs. Tony Rosa brought Ron Artest.
Shout out to Big Tony Rosa.
Out there to stop me. So the team is Ron Artest, his brother, the Brain,
Queensbridge.
Glover, Antifreeze.
I think they got the Sky Blue in from Antoine
Sky
Dobie.
Blue.
Shout out to
Antoine Dobie.
Shout out to Dobie, yeah.
A Butter.
Yeah.
Right? This is the
Whole lot of
team.
game.
This is the team. They brought out Ron Artest. Defensive Player of the Year, Indiana Pacers, Ron Artest.
Yeah.
I finished that game with 27 points. Got MVP of the league at Rucker for that game. That was the hardest 27 points I ever scored in my life.
Yeah, Ron Artest is
The
different.
hardest.
He's different.
He ripped me. He was
He's different.
banging me like.
He's different. We
Every
know that.
basket I scored was so precise, and he just barely missed it. Like I never had to level up ever to play against anyone
Well,
that much that I had to do against him.
I'm gonna mess with you for a second and tell you we running out of time, and we got so many people that want to hear the end of this. I want you to do me a favor, and two things. Can we move it forward a little bit? Because I know so much that we missing. But honestly, we probably got like 7 minutes before the whole world comes down on our head.
I ended up getting MVP at Rucker after that game. The next season, I'm back. I come back. The next summer, I come back. I ended up getting a job in Israel. When I said
Macabre television.
I ended up going to no. I wish. That's when they had the dynasty years.
Yeah, I know. I saw
with
that
Anthony
with you.
Parker and Maceo Bastion and them. I ended up going to Haifa. That was the team. Haifa
Good
Basketball Club. Good check. Didn't last long because a suicide bomber hit the city. I was like, I'm out of here. I'm up. I'm gone.
Shout out to Israel, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
it hit the city.
Hey,
So
New
I
York
left.
cat.
Came home. Got another job in Sweden. Finished the whole season out there.
Nice.
Did good and came home. So I said, after the summer that I just had, this year has to be, my name has to be in those Slam magazines. Because they used to do Slam Street Ball edition.
Right.
After Ron
I
Artest,
remember.
my name gotta be in there.
Right.
Open it up, saw the same usual suspects. I said, fuck that. I'm gonna make sure they don't ever forget my fucking name. That was the summer of Homicide, the following summer. Went home,
What year
went to New
was
York.
this?
Huh?
What year was this?
05.
Okay.
Nice.
05.
Oh, we remember.
Yeah, that was a good
You was playing
year.
ball.
And
you know.
We ain't never
it was
forget.
the summer of Homicide, literally. Like that first game.
That's when the
it was-
headbands was different. They had
They was paying you to wear it. They paid
Yeah.
you $200 to wear a headband. Me and Bone Collector.
Me
Yeah,
too.
the
It was
crazy
a- it was a-
headband with the vein.
Yeah,
It
I
was a
know.
poorly designed
I didn't like it.
headband,
I didn't
but
like it one bit. I'm glad
if
you
you're
get it.
giving me $200 a game, I'm doing it. What happened? The game in Rucker Park. Mind you, I just came off Ron.
Right.
First game in Rucker Park that following year. J.R. Smith, Dante Jones, Kenny Satterfield, Big Strick, God bless the dead, Ali Mo.
Finish your breakfast.
That was the starting five.
Ali
I
Mo.
finished that game with 47. I finished the game with 47. I got shot to Toronto at that fall.
Nice. Now talk to me about that call from Toronto. And unfortunately, 718-239-9200. We had to get off the air for everybody that was listening. Please, y'all catch the rest of this interview on YouTube, and we'll put it out there and make sure y'all see this. But I want to finish up this real quick.